didn't hit stop streaming.
My God.
I changed scenes. We're okay.
Oh,
We're
that would've been so
safe.
funny.
That would have been really bad. That would have been big, dumb, and poopy.
I would have laughed.
I know. It would be funny, but also sad. I'm like on the fence of which hair to take for my character.
Obligatory start of stream.
It's a bear! It's a fucking bear!
Sorry about that sound. I'm opening a bag of chips. Fuck, I tore it!
Every time you start a stream, I am going to do that.
That's fine. Good.
I just needed you to know.
Oh, these chips are so good.
What you eating?
Salt and vinegar chips. Okay. Do you not like salt and vinegar, or is it because of the long COVID?
No. Wait, what was the second part?
Is it because of the long COVID, or do you just not like salt and vinegar?
Oh, I've always hated those.
Oh. Well, you know, some
Vinegar
people...
is disgusting, and I don't understand why
Some
people
people like salt and vinegar, and some people are wrong, you know?
You know...
We're starting
can't-
off stream today with opinions. Excellent.
Seems like somebody's an opinion haver.
Yeah, their name is Silas.
Oh my... No, their name is Bear!
Don't you put this on us.
Salt and vinegar chips are for old people!
Hey, Robin, how do you feel about salt and vinegar chips? Because, you know,
Actually,
you bought the ones that are in our shelf.
Oh, I actually really like them. I
Both having old people taste buds is fine. Just admit you're old people.
Look here.
It's like liking butterscotch candy.
I like butterscotch.
Or those little strawberry candies.
I like
Those are
strawberry candy.
I actually really like butterscotch rounds.
There were the candies that were available, like that my mom would always get when I was a kid. So, like, for me, they're little kid candy.
Yeah.
Well,
My sister's dad always had a huge bag of butterscotch rounds, like, in a cabinet in his house. So anytime I would go to visit, he would get them, and then I learned that. So every time I would show up, first thing out of my mouth was, "Can I have butterscotch rounds?" And then he would just hand me the bag and just be like, "It's not my problem." I would
It's like-
just eat a lot of them.
Come on. I went into PvP. One of my biggest things... I like PvP. I like especially the big one. I get really bummed remembering that they won't ever make Rival Wings part of the rotation of PvP. Because I love Rival Wings. I think it's really fun. But, like... They just, you know... won't do anything with that, which bumps me out. Like, and then they're like, oh, not enough people play Rival Wings, but I'm like, what have you done to support Rival Wings, Square Enix? You want people to play it, I want people to play it. You have mechas, it's super cool, but like, what have you actually done for people to want to play Rival Wings?
PvP is a scary concept to me as someone who sucks at video games.
I like the 72-man one, because one, most people who queue into it aren't even trying to win. Because it's part of the roulette, and two, it's just, I don't know, I find it a bit more easygoing overall. So I don't mind it, you know? Like, it's not, obviously it's not perfect, but, you know. Did you get a new mic? You got a new mic, right?
Me?
No. No, never mind. I don't know why. I thought you did. You're just a lot clearer right now.
If you're saying me, yes. I did. I'm just not using it at the moment. I'm using my headset.
Okay, okay.
It was also sounding a lot better from yesterday, where her voice was kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. The antibiotics are doing their job, so I actually sound like a person today.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Well, a little, but yes.
A little is still better than you were before, you know?
Oh yeah, no, it was bad.
Dude, today was... Robin got to see me get legitimately annoyed with a coworker. To the point that they were like, how did... I need a nickname for him. Julius. I'm gonna go with the name Julius.
Alright. right?
Like, how did Julius even like get this job? Because like they don't really know how to troubleshoot or like base. So IT common sense is a little different than like normal common sense, in my opinion. Like you have to understand, like, oh, I tried this thing, this should be my next step, and he never does that, no matter how basic it is. And I got really frustrated today because I was like sitting on the couch having lunch with Robin, and he's like, hey, can you help me with this thing? And I just replied, do you want to just assign the ticket to me and I'll do it? And he like paused, he 100% wrote something, backspaced, and goes, no, I'd like to learn if possible. And so I kind of like walked him through my thought process. I was like, okay, have you done this? And he goes, da 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 da. And eventually I'm like, okay, this one might be a little weird. Have you tried this? And he goes, yes. And I'm like, okay. And finally I'm like, okay, I will actually take this over because there's seems like there might be a major issue. And he's like, okay, can you tell me how it works when I'm back in the office tomorrow? Because the hours are different. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I get on the phone with the user, and it's a user who I get along with. He's actually one of the people who's out in the offices I go to in person. And he's super nice. He's like, hey, Bear, like, this is a thing that's happening. I see it every day. And he knows my first question is always, when did this happen? So I appreciate that he's like, it literally happened like this morning. Here's what it normally looks like, blah, blah. And I'm like, can you go check the machine that this connects to? And he checks it and takes a picture. Again, he has basic IT common sense. He's not in IT. Yeah. He's not computer savvy even. He's just like a picture will make more sense. Sends me the picture and goes, so this is what it says. And I'm like, oh, okay, so Julius was mapping this wrong. I fixed it in like 3 minutes. They'd been working on it for like 40.
Oh, damn.
And I'm just like, this is not even a hard one. This is basic. And I'm like, I feel like I'm 6, maybe 5 more annoyances away from just going to my boss being like, hey, we need to replace him. Because the reason he got hired is to lessen the work for the tier 2 IT people. So me and like other people. He is not doing that.
If anything, he's giving you more work.
Mm-hmm.
That is a problem. Yep. I am trying to figure out how I should go about getting a weapon for my rogue.
Well, what do you mean? Like just a cool looking one, or like do you need...
I just need a weapon to be a rogue again.
You can probably go to the store. There's normally a store near the class. You can do that. You could go to the market board and just search and like scroll all the way down to the lowest level ones. That's what I normally do.
Well, I'm level 26. Shouldn't I get a level at?
There you go. Do that.
Weapon at level.
Yeah.
You can maybe craft you.
Oh. If you could craft me a dagger or whatever for level 26 rogue, I'd love that.
It's actually ninja scrolls.
I'm not a ninja yet. I have to be level 30.
You should spice it up. Actually, do
Activity.
If I remember correctly, it used to be you had to have rogue at 30 and archer at 15 to get ninja.
Why?
None of you played before Stormblood, did you?
No.
Yeah, prior to Stormblood, it was any of the classes before they like became a full-on job, like with the job stones. Any of the classes, not counting Heavensward, were you had to get a class to 30, and then you had to get a different one to 15, and then you could do the quest for the job stone. Back then, you could also share. You also shared skills between classes. Like quick cast was a black mage skill, so you had to raise black mage to a certain level for every other mage class. Yeah.
That sounds tedious.
Oh yeah, it was very tedious.
So I was looking at my soul crystals, and I have a level 30 samurai and a level 30 red mage.
No. So
What?
your class is at level 70. The stone is a level 30 equipable.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? When did I get those though?
Did you unlock samurai?
I think so.
That's when you got it.
Oh. I guess I did go start those because I wanted to test them in the dungeon level thingy.
Oh, the training thing?
No, what are those? Trish, we were doing those. What were those?
Guild
What are those
tests?
called?
The what?
Guild tests?
The level thingy where we do levels and we can choose to like back out at a certain point.
Oh, Palaces of Dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got those to go do in there to like
Gotcha.
see if I liked them.
yeah, that's
That's what I-
smart because they do start
That's what I like
technically at
doing when I
level
make
1.
plays.
Yeah.
Mother.
And I just learned rotations and stuff. That's what I did for the Bard when I bought it outright and then didn't know what I was doing with anything.
To be fair, that's what happens when you buy a class outright.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, I am. Oh, I'm not gonna survive. Oh! Damn.
So do I have to complete the beginner quests to get the job thingies for Dancer and Reaper?
You had to finish their plus quest, yeah.
Okay.
So I had to decipher what the fuck you just asked.
I don't have a brain. I'm sick.
Hi, sick. I'm dead.
You know, normally I'd be like, that doesn't happen to me, but then Rob would be like, what are you talking about? Because I am.
Oh my god, you are so loopy when you're sick. You don't be like, oh, I can function when I'm sick.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, you
barely
get
function.
so loopy, and half of it is because you down half a thing of NyQuil.
Damn.
It makes me feel better, and then I sleep.
How do I repair my shit?
Go to a mender.
Where do I find a vendor?
On the minimap, they're like a hammer.
This is gonna be the easiest thing I've crafted in the last 2 games.
Believe it or not, I'm still confused. Also very valid. You've been doing some shit lately. Aha! I found it. I'm no longer confused. Cost me 1,000 gold to repair machines. Damn. I love this dog. Can I pet my own dog?
You can.
I can't. I love it.
My entire party left me. I feel like we could have killed those two, but they didn't. They didn't help me. We had it. I'm sure.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I believe you.
How about
I forgot the big boy was here. Hi.
I've been here for like 7 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I heard you come in. I didn't say hi because someone was talking and then I forgot. I'm very sick, I'm sorry.
with stream going? I literally can't hear you get in.
Reflects more poorly on everyone else. Actually, just 2 other people, not your friend.
It's all.
To be fair, I can't hear when people enter Discord while I'm streaming, so I didn't know you had joined.
Yeah, OBS
Got
puts
it. That
Discord
explains
into
why you
streamer
only
mode so
some-
you don't hear the beep.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I was gonna say that explains why only sometimes you kind of realize I'm here when I join, and other times you go.
I go nothing.
Yeah, you don't hear any message sounds or call beepies.
You
of
can
people
you
entering,
can
nothing.
disable streamer mode, but
Yeah.
then you would hear beeps from all the servers I'm in, and I find
Yeah.
that annoying. I will hydrate,
do too.
Trish.
I'm rapidly approaching your location.
Okay.
Hi.
Wow.
Robin, you still playing Valheim?
I am.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, gamer.
We found the merchant. Well, I found the merchant. I went on a long journey north. Everyone was like, Robin, where are you going? And then I found the merchant. They were like, Robin, we're coming to you. So I definitely helped out the server today.
I'm so tiny. Standing next to you and Ra Sen. Huh. I was just like, I'm so small.
Then sure makes you want to stand.
It does.
Good one.
want to do Abyssos or do I want to do my roulette? I think I'm gonna do roulette.
loved that emote.
I bit my
So-
bottom lip 4 times yesterday, and I'm shocked I didn't completely
Ouch.
pierce it, but it hurt so much today.
No.
Anytime I do that, I get a canker sore that won't go away for like 2 weeks. It's the worst.
So this might be a little gross.
Alright.
Ew.
So when I get sores like that, I'll just either pop them or cut them open.
They're not blisters. They're
I know they're-
craters
I know.
in my mouth.
Oh, yours are craters. When I get like a cold sore or
Yeah.
whatever, I'll like pop them or like.
I don't get cold sores because those are like blisters. That's not what I get. I get canker sores, which are
Oh.
mouth ulcers.
Yeah, they're like little white bumps, right?
They start out as bumps,
Yeah.
and then as they progress, they cave in.
Yeah, I pop them while they're little white bumps.
Why?
Cause then my mouth is smooth again.
I regret.
You're
eating you
scarring
Really?
inside your mouth. You are doing damage.
My mouth, I've been doing this for years. My mouth is completely fine.
I regret
Is it though?
eating.
Yeah,
Look, Trish is eating. How dare you?
I'm also eating with my mouth.
We can move to a different topic if it's
Yeah, but I'm eating yogurt.
Honestly, that seems like a you problem.
You're talking about it's like
I didn't
pops,
no,
it's
no.
like-
I did not describe anything. I stated my action. Any imagining was done by you.
If it makes you feel any better, canker sores don't pop or have anything. They're literally just skin bumps. They're just bumps. It's like a callus, but soft. So not like a callus, because that's not what calluses are like.
The
But don't worry about that.
The 2 Lalafell. There are 2 Lalafell DPS in my party. One is blueberry waffles and one is strawberry waffles.
I love that. They're definitely friends.
Bro, it's been a hot minute since I've been awake for your streams, but looking good. Aether, welcome! I'm glad you're awake, but also if you need to rest, that's cool too.
Either don't sleep. Join us.
What's going on there?
You're a terrible influence. You're a terrible influence on.
What I do, huh?
You gave a
What'd I do?
horrible suggestion. If someone needs to sleep, they gotta sleep. You're one to talk, you sleep a lot.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Is it because you're asleep and you don't remember being asleep?
You know, that might be it.
No.
Wait, how do you not remember being asleep?
That has happened before, actually, to Robin.
What he means is that sometimes he'll talk to me right when I wake up,
Uh-huh.
and there's no way I will remember. There's no way.
Whoa,
Absolutely no way.
Robin says it like I'm like divulging important information. On weekends, I wake up slightly earlier, about an hour. And then I'll come back to bed and I'll be like, hey, do you want to cuddle? Because like Robin likes to like curl into me and I'm like, yeah. And then they'll literally respond like, yeah. And then we'll cuddle and they'll fall asleep, which is the point. It's all good. And
Yeah.
then I'll, you know, an hour pass, like, cool, I'm gonna get up. Robin keeps sleeping, all good. And then Robin wakes up and goes, we didn't cuddle this morning. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We cuddled for an hour. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, you responded, you just fell asleep. And they're like, it doesn't count. And I'm like, are you a baby? Like, what do you mean it doesn't count?
Doesn't count. I wasn't awake to Prestige.
But if you
or
were
Rogue
awake, that
One.
would
It
mean
is
it's
baby, we know this.
But if you were awake, then it wouldn't be a comfortable cuddle for you.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses and things.
I'm
Let's think of
hearing from now on.
Let's think of some solutions.
You're right.
Solution?
Here's a solution. When we cuddle, I will make it incredibly uncomfortable for you, so you remember it.
Yeah, just like shake me every
The
5
entire
minutes and be
time.
like- yeah, just be like, Robin.
No, not every 5 minutes. That means you get 4 minutes of comfort. No, I am going to vibrate uncontrollably the entire time.
Oh my.
Oh my.
you put your
Kenny,
bear in silent
welcome!
mode.
Good luck with the runs. I think we'll be fine. I finally got my item level up much further, and also thank you for the resubscription.
Thank you, Kenny. I hope you're doing well.
I just have Nintendo on my mind right now. I'm not joking. I literally, the direct ended. I logged into my company time management and requested May 12th off.
Did everybody see that Professor Layton's coming back?
Yeah, I did see that.
I screamed. I couldn't breathe for the whole 5 minutes he was on screen.
He was on screen for less than 2.
He
Oh
was
my
on
God.
screen for like 30 seconds.
Those games are my
Robin,
favorite.
Robin, you hit pause. You hit pause, Robin.
Yeah. Okay, you don't need to call me out, but I did hit pause. And we did rewind so I could see him again.
Christian asked, what do you think of Wave 3 of Xenoblade? I'm actually super excited. I hadn't finished a lot of the side story content, so I'm working on that right now off stream. Aside from Wave 3, when Wave 4's teaser dropped, I fucking hollered. Yeah, I hollered. And the thing is, Robin has played Xenoblade 2. They have not played 1 or 3. And so when I freaked out, they're like, what's going on? I was like, that's Rex. And they're like, that's not Rex. I was like, no, it's like, he's just older. That's Rex. And that's Shulk. And they look cool.
Also, John Final Fantasy is here.
John Final Fantasy.
Sorry, John Fantasy 14.
It's me, John.
Welcome, John.
It's me,
Fuck
Yoki.
is John?
Who the fuck is John?
That was a callback that everybody else in stream may not know.
Oh,
But
right,
it's
that was
funny,
all
I promise.
I can explain it on stream in a second. But no, I am very excited for, because I mean, you and Christian know, like, I love Xenoblade 3. I've been enjoying going, like, literally today I started going through the side content again. Within seconds, I was like all over that shit. It is so good. Son Goku, we gotta save this duck on Earth. Are you talking to yourself in the chat? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. No.
Holy shit, he's talking to himself in the chat. That's different.
Fucking based.
I have a parasocial relationship with myself, you know?
No, but I'm very excited for the Xenoblade content. I know Jesse's excited. Like, I mean, Xenoblade 3
Again,
is...
I screamed.
Yeah, like, I literally just kept inhaling and not exhaling. And Robin got really worried for a second. Krishna's super duper hyped as well for Wave 4. His mind was blown. I was hyped too. Rex like a true Chad. If you've played 3, I am not surprised he looks like a Chad in that. Like, he has good reason to have big Chad energy.
200%.
Boy
I
got
saw that, I was like,
3 wives.
Boy got 3 wives. He's literally holding 2 of them in the trailer. Like,
Honestly,
Rex.
Rex looks so fucking good. Like, ugh.
but
Dude finally got a pointy chin and a beard.
And lines under his eyes.
call back to my oldest short. I'm just glad his pants don't suck anymore.
Oh, yes.
Like, I fucking
See,
hate
they grew
Rex's
on me.
pants.
They grew on
They
me,
may have grown on
honestly.
you, but they didn't grow on him.
Hey, hey. I accepted that they're not good, but I can't hate them because at least they're men.
You telling me this man became pants-filled? He became pants-filled.
And
I hate his pants so much that, like,
they just look like any JRPG from like the 2000s though, or the 90s. They
Yeah.
have the same shape.
My
they're just
my
they're
problem
just that
is
short in them.
no. My problem is not the puffiness or the weird. My problem is the mixture of the elements they picked. They're like puffy pants. I'm like cool. They're like shorts. Cool. Shorts with the weird puffy pant gap. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, with the gap and the whole steampunk thing going on.
Cause like I've been playing JRPGs all my life. Like taking over Kennedy's account right now. I'm confused. Why the fuck did Rex, Chad Up, and Shulk look exactly the same?
No, Shulk added up too.
Shulk's like a tiny bit bulked up, but Rex definitely chatted up more. But my headcanon is Shulk is in a healthy, like, relationship with a girl he's known all his life. Hear me out. I'm not saying polyamory is not healthy. Hear me out. Shulk has been with Fiona all his life. He can just let go. Fiora, sorry. I say Fiona because Robin does a fucking Robin does a fucking
Shrek.
Yeah, Robin does a Shrek voice every time Fiora's around. That's why I call her Fiona. Anyway, so he's been with Fiora all his life. He can like relax, doesn't need to bulk up. Rex has to hold 3 wives. And they're all hot. Like he's got to work at that.
Yeah. And his hair still looks good too.
I like it. I
no
like his.
gray,
Yeah.
No balding. Like he figured it out.
He beat the white jeans.
Like if the Xenoblade 1 and 2 timelines ran the same way it did in X2 final chapter, he should have aged up too. Oh, I agree. He definitely should have aged up more. But knowing these games, they'll give us some excuse that I will believe wholeheartedly because it's Xenoblade.
Aged up more. He looks like he's in his 30s or 40s.
No. He's talking about Shulk.
Oh, Shulk. I mean,
Like,
you didn't get a good look at him.
That's the other thing.
But they also,
yeah.
They aged up Noah too.
Yeah, that's why I think it might be a pseudo time skip. Dude, the moment my heart broke was when I was like, oh my god, Noah aged up, and Robin goes, who's Noah? And I'm like, right, you never played 3.
Oh, come on, Robin.
You wanna know the worst part?
What?
I bought Robin 3. It is in a case, unwrapped here.
Robin.
They're a collector.
No, I'm calling out my
Really
partner.
silent.
Oh, I don't think that's Noah. The reason I think it's Noah is because one of the Mobiuses or Ouroboroses is behind them.
Ouroboros, yeah. Yeah. That's what makes me do. Here's the thing. This is definitely not a time skip. This is almost certainly a prologue. Because if you recall, like, there was a whole group of founders in the city.
Yeah.
And those statues straight up look like how these designs look.
No, yeah.
So,
I don't think it's an older Noah. If you've played 3, you know, Noah.
It's just Noah.
Yeah.
But like not main story Noah.
Not the Noah we have followed, and not Baby Back Bitch N.
He's baby back bitch N.
I love N as a villain, but
Yeah. It's the eyes and the way he is that just ugh.
that man's
Don't like
wanted a waifu so bad and fucked it all up.
Yeah. God.
Oh, the John thing that I totally didn't explain. Okay, so, I think I've prefaced enough times that I'll eventually stop doing it, but I'm Indian. Oh, like, yeah, if it has to be one of the founding Ouroboros, it being Noah, I'm just gonna wait to find out, but I see the resemblance. That's what I'm saying, like, I see a resemblance to Noah. I don't think it's, like, our Noah that we know. And if it is, I want to know how. Unless we get time travel shenanigans, which, it's a JRPG. That is likelier than we think. Okay, yeah, so, but I call Robin 1 by a lot of nicknames, but I call them Janemon. or John, meaning love or love of my life. And one time, I don't do this on stream, but I speak very softly to Robin, and Jesse overheard it, but then I said John, and Jesse goes, "Who the fuck is John?" And then,
Wait, I created this?
yes!
You came to my defense when you didn't even really need to, because I was the John all along.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
this.
no, you were like, "Who the fuck is John?" Because you were like offended. I'm like, "I'm talking about Robin." You're like, "What?" And I explained what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
What day was this?
This was literally sometime like 2 years ago, dude. I don't remember.
Oh, years ago.
Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't 2 years ago.
it was in the last apartment.
Oh, okay, maybe it was.
Yeah. Time is an illusion. It's okay.
And that's how we got to John Fantasy 14.
No. That's just because John Fantasy is a funny name. But the reason I'm like, there's now there's now 2 Johns in here. Is John Fantasy and then a Robin
Got it.
whose name is now just John.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
Robin, I gotta call you out one more time. You still haven't accepted my Discord friend request, and it's been forever.
What the fuck?
You've been letting it sit there.
Robin.
That's a vendetta.
I'm so sorry, like pending.
Robin be like, "Fuck Xenoblade 3."
Oh wait, there's a lot of
Fuck
people that
Discord.
I haven't.
Oh god, well, now I understand.
Oh no. Oh.
Gotta get dinner. See you guys. Have fun.
I'm so-
No worries, Kenny. Have
I'm
fun.
so
Bye.
sorry.
Why can't he?
Bye-bye.
No,
Yeah, you can ignore them.
it's just me.
Yeah, I'm the only
I mean, you
person
can
that
check
is, like,
if you can check if they're people from the Oblong server that you know, but on
so
on that
sorry,
server we all
Jesse.
have
Now-
our real names set up.
Now we're officially friends, Jesse.
Oh my god.
It's social media
Yay.
official, guys.
We can make it official now.
I need a
After all
wall.
this time, we're officially friends.
Wait, why did I sprint? What the fuck?
Wait, haven't you guys known each other for like ever?
They've known each other
Yes,
longer than
we've known
I've
each-
known either of them.
I've known you since before I knew
Oh,
Robin.
okay, never mind. I was incorrect.
Yeah, by like a year, probably. Yeah, I was definitely in middle school when I went to your house for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back then.
So, yeah, so Bob, I've known you for at least 14 years. I've known Robin for like 13.
Gotcha.
Known each other since you were kids, and just now friends.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I've known Jesse and Robin for more than half my life.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, Robin, Mitch, and then... Oh shit, starting next year, Alex will join that list too. Oh, and Mitchell.
Yeah. You've known Mitchell longer.
No, I know, but I've known him for more than half my life, I mean. Already.
Right. No, I know that. I'm just saying that Mitchell would already be on that.
Yeah.
now.
I understand what you meant. I realized, yeah. Whereas I
Wait,
like to...
wait.
Yep.
When did you start going to Hamilton?
6th grade?
It was 6th grade? Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
I've known Mitch the same amount of time. I've known you 1 year less. I've known you and Robin for the same amount of time.
You said you twice. I don't know who you're talking about.
Jesse, I've known you
Oh.
and Robin the same amount of time.
I guess you're right.
And then I knew Hamza in a past life. And we found
Yes.
each other.
And in this life, it's been at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, at least. This
if
is
not
like
more.
that one Tumblr post where it's like, Julius Caesar's been dead for 75 years. It's like, this isn't incorrect, but it makes me angry.
I embodied that picture.
I ordered prescription red circle sunglasses for cosplay, but they're prescription, so I can actually see through them.
Oh shit.
You know, I
Real
went
life glamour.
I went all out. I want to make my like our raw cosplay as like viable for myself as I can, because without that, like, I can get the red sunglasses for like $10 online, sure, but I won't be able to see. Like,
That's worth it.
you know.
It's the problem I have V2 big, is I can't wear my glasses or my eyes don't track right.
Oh shit.
So I'm just blind when I stream.
Does it cause problems for games or no?
I don't think so. I mean, if you talk about in terms of my performance, maybe. The only thing I play that has like I could track my performance to see if I'm better is like Back for Blood, where I actually need to be able to see clearly, and I think it makes a minimal difference.
I'm
Trey
up.
streams, they become that grandma squinting at the computer screen.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
I'm so upset that Back for Blood isn't gonna get any more updates,
That's sad.
and that's why I uninstalled it.
Really?
I mean, I'm like, I play. There are games where I'm like, oh, it's not getting updates, that's fine. I'm not like, oh, I love live service. I fucking hate live service games. But if
Same.
they're gonna commit so hard to it, do the thing. You know? Like, they could have just gone for the Left 4 Dead route and just done updates and then bam, done. But they didn't.
Yeah, you can't do it both ways.
And like Trey, I'm fighting the boss that drops the butterfly gear. Well, not drops, you make the butterfly gear from her.
Oh.
Oh, Titania.
Yeah.
That's my favorite boss fight.
Well, this is the normal version, not the extreme version.
Oh yeah.
I need the bow. Also, I forgot that when you buy storage skips and stuff, they give you a shit ton of those little like gold bags.
Oh
yeah.
I'm rich again.
Oh my god. I'm realizing what you
I now
meant
have
by that.
800,000 gil. What?
Whoa. When you said I'm rich again, I just realized you hadn't sold them before.
No, I forgot they were in there.
Woof.
What did you story skip?
It should be the beginning of Endwalker.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what we should do is unlock the Doman Enclave for you. Because there's a thing where you can turn in stuff for gil. For a higher price than what's worth, and if you max out the Doman Enclave, it goes for like 200%. It's basically double.
Oh, I still haven't maxed out the Doman Enclave. I really should.
I mean, if you would like to walk me through that more than anything else, you can just tell me where to go.
Yeah, let me Google how you do that again. It's been a while.
Okay.
When they should have saved some of them.
It's too late now. I did not know.
But as long as you have retainers, you can get those pretty easily. Not the highest priced ones, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have to spend them on like the long 18-hour expeditions though. For
Yeah.
them.
I mean,
I kind of forgot expeditions were a thing.
I think the 18-hour ones are nice because that's just a once-a-day check-in on your retainers.
Yeah.
So that's all I've been doing. I got my retainers maxed out, gave them the best gear, and then they've just been doing their own thing every day.
Oh, yeah, I should take a picture of my retainer because I can show you this is what my character looked like in person before I made it. She is a hot goth girlfriend, Fembro. Skari.
Well, I guess I could. I haven't been sending Kenting on ventures just because he's not max level. My other retainer is, but I sent her on quick ventures.
But they're not gonna get max level if you don't send them out.
I know. more so that he's a class that I don't have max level, and I
Oh.
refuse to change it because he's technically a cat, and so he must be a fisherman.
Half the
Because cats
reason I have one that's a botanist and one that's a machinist. That is literally the reason one of the first classes I max out every expansion is machinist. And same with botanist.
Go burr.
I mean, it's because machinist was one of my first mains when I started the game, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this will be good for my retainer. And now machinist, I don't play all the time. It's still one of the ones I play a lot, but not all the time. But it works out because I do have fun playing it every time, which is important to me. Because if I'm not having fun while I play video games, novel concept for an ex-League of Legends player, you know.
My extra lesser panda will sell very good. Or should I wait?
I mean, there's no reason to wait with that kind of stuff. I mean, you can check oh yeah, I'd say there's no real reason to wait on it. I started doing Hamza's way of making money, and none of my bardings have sold. League is poo-poo. Yeah, Saint, you're incredibly correct. But again, and I've told you this, I played League since I was 15 up until I was like 22, 23. And then I played on and off up until like last year. And right now I literally have it installed because of that time I did it to play with Hamza and Alex. Now Valor, on the other hand, I like he. Okay, but do you like it because the first-person shooter? The community is the same garbage as League. It's the same community. Oh, whoops. I died. I did that wrong.
There, say hello to the floor.
I literally had to dodge a knockback, and then I just went to the source and got like crushed.
Oh my god. Like, me and Adrian were doing Heroes team the other day. And there's that one boss that does like the 3 knockbacks in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And then they get reversed. So I went to the 3rd one, like you're supposed to, but then immediately went into autopilot mode and got punted into the first one instead of 2. And as I'm standing there, I noticed everyone else going toward the other one. I was like, oh, and then I got knocked off. There's nothing I could do. I could just sit there, realize my mistake, and be like, huh, guess I'm dead.
Sometimes that's the only option.
You have to accept your fate.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you could change your fate,
Would you?
I don't like how everyone fucking did it. I'm like, I live my life letting Robin do what they do, and then I don't have to really like worry about it. But y'all are enabling it.
hey, you could change it though, Bob.
Sure. I didn't have donut in my mouth that time. The first time I would have joined in with the chorus of Woodgers, but I had donut in my mouth.
I remember watching that movie just because there's tiny bears in it. They weren't that important.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bad reason to want to go see specifically Brave.
I liked the movie, but the reason I watched it was the bears.
I have a question. I don't see an option to send Kari out on any sort of missions. Is that something I have to go unlock somehow?
Do you have expeditions or whatever?
No.
I don't see why
I
you'd have
see
to.
2 entrust options, 2 sell options, view sale history, glamour, items, edit retainer account, and quit.
Do you not have assigned venture?
No.
Oh. Do you have ventures in your inventory?
I don't know what that means.
They're literally an item to sell away.
Oh,
Uh,
there might be a
Probably
quest
not.
they have to do.
Oh.
yeah.
One of my bardings fucking sold. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
I just gotta wait for people. It also helps that I'm good at Val. Yeah, Johnny, you're good at every shooter we've played together. It's why if I play Apex, when I played Apex, I would just defer to you to do work. And then there would be sometimes I'd pop off, and that'd be cool. But like that was fewer and further between than you popping off, which was like a general setting, you know?
What's this?
The first one is for the Doman Enclave. The
Okay.
second one is unlocking ventures.
I like that you say thank you while knowing full well you're good at shooters. Though as your father, I appreciate your humbleness.
Where the hell's more donut?
When you go to the teleport menu, it is the one others. It's like the second to last one or third to last one. It's gonna be in there.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom.
In others, it's at the top.
In my teleport, more donut is its own category, and it's all the way at the bottom.
Oh,
It says more donut, and then Revenant's Toll, and it's all the way at the
wait. Are you in the all tab?
bottom.
Are you in the all tab?
Why?
You are,
Yes,
aren't you?
why?
At the top, there's like one icon that's like a crystal. That's others. If you
Oh.
do that, there you go.
Oh,
Makes me glad we've been texting Trey everywhere.
when I tell you guys I am bad at video games, I do mean it.
When I tell you guys like being able to tell what people need in IT, this is what I'm talking about. Where I like was able to like figure out what menu you were looking at. And that's
I
not a brag.
have.
I feel like all
That's all.
IT people should be able to do that, and Julius can't.
Yeah.
Oh, so fun fact. The DaVinci Resolve videos are too big for join combo, so I have now made my own setup on DaVinci to do the join combo thing. But I kept it so my webcam border would stay because I think it's fun. But yeah, I had to set it up all on my own. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm hoping if I clip instead of highlight on Twitch directly, I won't ever have to do that again.
You said that there should be like 3 options in others, but I only have my free company house and Mordona.
Yeah, no, I said
What am I missing?
you haven't unlocked a lot of the stuff they unlock later. A lot of other is Endwalker places, and if you get your own house. Like mine is our free company house, our house, Mordona, and then a bunch of Endwalker locations.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, after Mordona.
See, the problem is with story skipping is you don't naturally unlock iterates to places, so we'll probably have to do that at some point.
Wait, do you not actually like unlock location teleports?
You have to go
No.
through and get them all.
Wow.
Usually, as you progress the story and you go to a new location, you just do it then.
Though to be fair,
But-
to be completely fair to the creators of the story skip, when my brother played, he did not map to a lot of the Aetherites in the major cities until he got to like Shadowbringers.
How?
So, you know, I get it. Because sometimes you don't realize, you know? Oh no, I'm in a dungeon where I don't have the fucking signature gunbreaker ability. I'm gonna eat glass. Sorry, I'm gonna commit Inkling Water.
That's harmful.
Is that better? Is that safe for... Is that not... Is that within Twitch TOS, committing Inkling Water?
Yes. I would say
That one's definitely better than what I say, which is, or what Trish and I would say, which is toaster bath.
so. Sorry.
No
Sorry.
continuation feels
That would
bad. Oh yeah,
be good.
Aether, you main gunbreaker, you know my pain.
There was another Silas here for a minute. Oh my god, I never see my name anywhere. That's cool.
No, there's a lot of, like, for lack of a term, quote-unquote innocent ways to say the...
Yeah.
I'm
The thing.
The do or die.
the unaliving. I fucking hate Tumblr. I hate Tumblr. To be fair, I hate, like, as an IT person, I'm thankful I have a job. I hate the internet. It feels more like I'm in Machinist and Ninja these days, but my heart breaks every time. Yeah, no, like, whenever I hop to other classes, like Monk and Gunbreaker always have my heart, and whenever it's like, oh yeah, you can't do Chakra as Monk, and I'm like, this is the worst. Like, you feel just completely unable to play your class.
If I hover over a bubble on the map, shouldn't it be telling me what the quest is?
Make sure you're actually clicked on the map, and
I'm
then do
clicking
it.
on it, but
Okay.
it's not telling me what any of these bubbles are.
Then I don't know.
I want to know. I just have to guess.
I mean, I could. Well, no. The other option is in your quest list. Click the
I don't
quest
have the
object.
quest. I'm going to get it.
Oh, no. Then no.
So when I hover over the map, it doesn't tell me what the buttons do?
No.
What, Church?
You mean the quest bubbles?
Yeah.
It should.
Should it?
Yeah.
I've never tried that, so I guess I
Yeah,
just
it's
assume
like-
it wouldn't work.
All of the quest bubbles that are on the map, when I press M to bring the map up, if I hover over them, it doesn't say anything.
Whack.
Click on them, maybe?
Nope. Clicking the map
Right
just lets
click?
me drag it around. Nope, still dragging the map.
What?
Yeah. What did I turn off?
What have you done?
I don't know.
I like how you innately know it's from a setting you accidentally turned off.
I do this to myself all the time.
Oh, I know. I've seen it happen.
I don't know anything about tech either.
I say
I'm
this
not good at video games. I'm not good at tech. I'm
much more softly. That's normal for a lot of people. Like Robin, without being in IT, is good with tech, but they were also brought up by two techie people.
I was not.
Like,
My mom refused to get a computer because she didn't want to learn how to use it. So she lied to me and told tiny child me, who was very gullible and didn't think about it too hard apparently,
In the world.
that we couldn't get a computer where we lived because we were too close to the airport and it would interfere with the planes.
you fell for that?
We did!
Also, I really, again,
Robert, sorry, Bob. They said they were very good.
I would also like to preface when you said tiny child me, I was like, you don't necessarily need to preface tiny child. But
Shut up, you!
You're
I know,
halfway
I'm
there
tall.
already.
nah, that's valid. I think the
I was
reason
12.
my
I was too old to fall for that
wait,
shit,
you really can't use tiny child then.
I was... Do you want to guess how tall I was
No,
at
no,
12?
by size, yeah, sure you were tiny, but like, you know.
I guess if you think tiny child means like a 5-year-old, then sure. But
Yeah.
No, I was between the ages of like 10 and 12 when I asked for us to get a computer, and she told me that, and somehow I believed her.
Oh. Wow.
I was very gullible. I still am. I don't understand sarcasm, and it's really hard for me to tell when people are lying about things like that if I don't know any better.
Yeah.
Naive, I think is the word.
I think gullible works better because naive makes it seem like you don't know, like it in general, like know much, but you do. Like you
When
would
I was
retain
12, I
information.
didn't know anything
No,
about
at
computer
12,
tactics, though.
naive.
Like, that one,
At 12 would be naive. At now, it would be gullible.
yes.
Because like I think I told you this. I don't lie. I'm a very good liar. I don't lie out of choice.
Yeah.
So when I choose to lie, which I've had to every once in a while, sometimes to spare people's feelings, whatever other reason,
Yeah.
I'm very good at it.
I'm not. I've always been a horrible liar.
Yeah.
Just the worst.
I don't do it with pride, which is one mistake because I was telling someone who's not a close friend about this. And I don't mind telling other people in general. It's not like, oh, this is a secret, but like someone who did not know me well was like, oh, so you must like lying or like whatever. And I'm like, or you sound proud of that. I'm like, no, it's literally a very neutral statement.
Yeah.
Our healer
Sid, shut
stopped
up.
healing me for a bit there. I think I need to do small pulls.
Sorry, my cat is being mean.
I don't, no, they're not new. Huh.
Just yells.
It's okay. We know he yells.
Ugh.
I mean, what more do cats have to do if not yell?
I've never had a cat as vocal as Sid. Ever. In my life. This cat never shuts up.
It demands to be
I've
heard.
also never had such a vocal cat, but to be fair, I've never had a cat.
Apparently it's in his breed. He's a Bombay cat. Apparently it's just a Bombay cat thing, is they're very chatty.
Gotcha,
That
gotcha.
makes sense.
But like, I'd like him to be less chatty, if at all possible.
What makes
But
a
it's not possible.
Bombay
You're a
cat?
monster.
What do you like? What is the breed characteristics?
What makes a like? Are they from India? And also, by that logic, why aren't they
look
called?
like a panther?
And also, by that logic, why are they not called Mumbai cats? India jokes.
There is specifically a thing. Let me go over.
No,
There's
because
specifically a reason.
Mumbai in India, the city of Mumbai, used to be called Bombay. So a lot of older people will still call it Bombay, but on a map, and most younger people will call it Mumbai. They're the same place.
Was it called Bombay by the British?
No, that was the name. It was Bombay, and then it became Mumbai. I don't know the history behind it, but I know that's a fact.
Okay. Because Sabrina came out here saying yes before you responded, and I'm like, she doesn't know. Yeah, exactly. How the f did you know?
See, like, I'm someone who has random information about a lot of Indian things. I have heavy opinions about Mahatma Gandhi, but they're not good to the point that there's a rule in my house that if Mahatma Gandhi comes up, which would sound ridiculous, like, oh, how often does he come up? He comes up a lot in Indian households, especially mine. For unrelated reasons, but if Mahatma Gandhi comes up and we have guests over, I am not allowed to speak. Because there have been legitimate arguments at Indian get-togethers because I would not shut up about how much I don't like Mahatma Gandhi and all the things he did wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I've also always been of the mind of like, oh, if it's okay for him to do it, what if I did it? You named me after him, and then my parents would be like, you can't say that. He did really terrible things. I'm like, oh, but I can't talk about it. Like I mastered the crazy eye at a young age. like looking at him, like freaking out, like,
I have discovered why they're called that.
why?
Cat. Because they appear like a black leopard, so the woman who made the breed named them after that. So like a black panther, black leopard.
What the
So
fuck
I
does
guess
that have to do with Mumbai?
Listen, she's probably she probably just was like, this is where panthers live, and picked a name.
I mean, panthers are in India.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's absolutely no reason. The Bombay is a crossbreed between an American Shorthair and a Burmese.
This just makes me
So-
angry.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why. That's just what it says.
This just makes me angry.
But the characteristics of the cat are that, I mean, they have like the pantherish look to them. When you look at them, they have that like sleek look with like more like muscly body. And then they are completely black, like head to toe, nose to tail, all black. So like
So
Sid has
they're a black
paw pads.
cat.
They're a completely black cat. Not normal black cats usually have like pink paw pads,
Okay.
and like their skin underneath their fur is also pink. Bombay cats are completely black.
I want to get. I mean, obviously, when I get a cat, I want to get one that would look like Pancake from Monster Hunter. But I would love to get a Bombay cat, and just anytime anyone asks the breed, just give them random shit. Like it's called a mini panther.
Yeah.
It's a Mumbai
I mean, you've seen
feline.
pictures of Sid.
I
He
have.
has like panthery looks. To
No,
him.
I agree, but like with cats, a lot of people, much like with dogs, will like ask the breed and like they'll know. And I'm if I had one, I would 100% fuck with it. Hell, you have my permission to tell people it's a Mumbai cat, because like, why would they call it a Bombay cat if they're not gonna call it a Mumbai cat?
No. I mean, the breed was made in like the 50s. Was it Bombay? At
I don't
that
know if you
time?
guys see it, but I'm rolling my eyes very fucking hard.
I don't know. All I know is that's what this lady, whose name is Nikki, but spelled Nikki, is Nikki Horner is the one who made
Damn
the
it.
cat.
Nikki Horner? If the because Nikki is a nickname in India.
Yeah.
If the last name was Indian, I was about to be like, okay, I get it.
I
Horner!
don't think so. Pretty sure it's probably just short for Nicole. But
Horner.
spelled with different name.
That's
like-
the last name of someone who plays the French horn and nothing else.
I suppose.
Well, it's the whole thing where like people used to be named after their occupation. That's all I'm imagining. She played the French horn, and like made cats fuck, you know?
Yes. Yeah. She was from Louisville, Kentucky.
This just gets worse the more you tell me.
Yeah. There's also a breed that looks closer to the Burmese, which has like really orange eyes and a much smaller, like shorter snout. They look weird.
I mean, I feel like a lot of cats would be weird if people didn't already domesticate and give a shit about them.
Yeah. But yeah, so like a thing about Bombays is that they're just very talkative. They never shut the fuck up, and they have conversations with you.
So they're
They're
nothing
also
like.
very, very smart.
So panthers are known for being like quiet, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, he can be. He's just chatty when he wants.
he's like he can be. He has so chosen not to be.
Yes. Yeah. He can shut up when he wants to.
Yeah.
And most of the time, he wants to annoy me.
Yeah, yeah.
Most cats have chosen violence.
But yeah. They also live to be like 20.
Damn.
And he is 15 this year.
Old man.
So, he's still going. He's very healthy for 15, too. He does not look old. Or active, really.
Is this person literally using only their weakest healing spell?
Mm.
Oh my god.
So, I'm thinking that this venture quest is not something that I have that I can even see yet, because it's not here.
Unless you have it in your journal, like you already picked it up.
I only have 4 quests in my journal, and none of those are that. I mean, when I googled it, it said that I have to have completed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn main scenario quest and have at least one retainer. Have I done that quest yet? Is that something I would have done by now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you story skip, you've definitely done the main scenario quest, and you have a retainer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So where do I see it? It's called 1001 Farewells, right? That's the name of it? At the top of the thing? I'm talking to Trish.
Oh no, that's to unlock the Domin Enclave.
Oh.
The second one I sent is the one for the retainer.
Well, the Domin Enclave one still I also don't see.
That's the one else we have to do.
I know,
Okay,
it's
keep
weird, I
on.
don't see anything.
Just say the word.
I've been clicking around on the map for this area.
So you said you did a story skip to
I
Endwalker?
might
Yeah.
come back on later, but I'm gonna hop off.
Huh.
All good.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh weird.
Like, yeah, it is. I definitely don't see
Oh.
it.
Oh, you know what?
What?
There's other quests you need to do.
We do.
Lots
some
of
reason-
prerequisites sometimes.
For some reason, the one for the one that unlocks the Domin Enclave didn't mention them. I will send you the thing
Back to Limsa.
for the first one.
Bear, did I tell you that I call it lemon mimosa?
No, but it makes sense.
I saw someone call it that in the chat once that I didn't know. It was just in the normal chat, and I was like,
Your-
someone else does
Your
that.
thoughts are so powerful.
I started a trend, even though I've never said it out loud to strangers. In my mind.
I'm not toxic. I'm not gonna say it in game, but damn, this run is a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how I'm gonna say it. I don't think that's toxic. I am simply expressing my feelings without outing anyone.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
I mean, I'm putting them in order.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
None of you get commendations. Fuck y'all.
Damn.
Harsh but fair.
Yeah. Oh, it's over here. Oh.
Ooh. It's almost time for the next gold saucer gate.
We'll see. It does feel really nice to get a commendation as a DPS, even when I feel like I'm fucking up.
Well,
I'm like,
yeah.
thanks, I guess.
Well, now more often people will give you a commendation if your adventure played is nice or your portrait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah. I feel like mine look pretty good.
I agree.
Can't believe it.
Spend an
That-
awful lot of time.
That is bootyful.
Yes.
I just realized I haven't checked my jumbo cactpot for the week.
Oh yeah, I need to do my mini ones for today. I already did the one. I think. Question mark?
Also, Bear.
Yeah.
You weren't there, but I finally got the fabled stick.
Robin, we need to sleep.
Yep, I'm running to my bed right now.
Sam, did you hop in just for that?
What? What the fuck just
Whatever
happened?
was left.
That was.
I don't know.
Yep. Robin's playing Valheim with our friends, and
I'm literally trying to run to my bed as we speak.
they're
but I am
they're in
deep enough
another
there.
chat.
Mm.
Hey, Trish, give me a 4-digit number.
6969.
All right.
Incredible.
You're welcome.
All right. Trey, give me a 4-digit number.
8008.
Wow.
We got a trend going, and I had to follow it.
It's not a trend if it's just one, Robin. 4-digit number.
That wasn't me. That was Trey.
No, I know. I'm going down the list. And John Final Fantasy 14 is currently deafened, so. Are you thinking, or are you not going to give me one?
You're asking me?
Yes, Robin. Who else is called Robin?
428.
How is that? Oh, 428. Okay.
I'm gonna say that's 3 numbers, but then I realized.
They did the thing I was hoping they would do. Or 20 and then an additional number.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping for as well.
That's why I was thinking it would be 0420.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Which is what I would have said.
Hey, Air Force One, one of the literal easiest and quickest ways to get coins.
The best.
Oh, I got a Thancred pop socket. Hold on. Bam. He's got a nutkin on his head. That's all.
Alright.
It's nice having my camera up so I can easily show people random things I'm looking at.
So back to Mordona, I guess.
That is... Oh, yeah, you're doing quests that are part of our Realm Reborn. Yeah. Mordona is a common place for that stuff. It's also where the main base of the Scions is, so...
Bring Return to the Waking Sands.
Yeah.
That's why I love that there's a quest in a Shadowbringers area that's called Pray Destroy the Waking Stand.
Ah.
Which is referring to an enemy that is this living stand, but...
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon Palace Sand.
Oh, I love it because fuck the
I didn't mind as much because I knew the way to get there quickly early on.
Yeah.
Because the game teaches it to you, so people would be like, oh, fuck the Waking Sands, it's so annoying, there's no any threat. And I'm like, literally, you can just use a boat and go there. You talk to an NPC and go there. It's the same thing. But I also understand running there every single time was annoying, especially because you couldn't fly back then.
Yeah.
And I will agree, in A Realm Reborn, maybe it's changed now, but for a while, literally all your quests are, go to the Waking Sands. You return to the Waking Sands. Like, yeah, like, it's annoying.
More Donuts has an Aetherite
Yeah.
right there.
It has it in the main place they'd normally ask you to go. Like, there's the one town in there, but it's not too far. And also, it being a normal, like, map, the only time they would give another Aetherite is if it was actually, like, far away. Hey, perfect score, let's go. Robin, we need to sleep. The fucking...
What?
I just love how Sam came in, Robin, we need to sleep, and just left.
Dad, no, I want to play on the Xbox.
Do you know why my game is taking forever to load people in? Like, when I enter an area? Because it didn't used to
Are you
do
in Limsa?
that. I was.
Where are you now?
The Doman Enclave. Or, well, where I'm going to get that, Mordona.
Mordona
Yeah.
and Limsa are both very busy a lot of the
Yeah.
time. That's why.
But, like, people won't come in for, like, almost 30 seconds. I'll walk around
Same.
with nobody, and then they just pop in.
Same.
Yeah.
That doesn't normally happen to me that bad.
Check the settings.
My graphic settings?
Well, like, how many people can appear at a time? I don't know where that setting is, but I feel like that would help because it might be limiting it, and so it has to wait till people move to load other people in and make other people disappear, you know?
I have no idea where the settings are.
I don't either.
I didn't know that was a setting.
I'm just wildly guessing, you know.
I'm gonna put it to standard desktop and see if that helps.
Yeah.
I turned it to high. Maybe it's just too much.
Well, I mean, it's possible. I know there's more mini games than just these two. Where are the others? Like, come on, game. I don't want to do those mini games. I want to do other mini games.
You tell him
I'm gonna just run around the fucking gold saucer and look for the other mini games. Unless they changed them and those are the only mini games, in which case, what the fuck?
Oh. Weird. Why does high laptop look better than standard desktop?
Because a high laptop can run a lot more than a standard desktop?
I figured they'd look somewhat similar at least, but there's like a huge discrepancy.
Yeah.
I
Because,
mean, I didn't think a laptop could get anywhere near what a normal desktop could do.
well, the way I think of it is that a standard desktop versus like a plain pre-built Dell computer versus a gaming laptop.
Oh, I guess if you think about it as a gaming laptop. I kind of forget those are a thing because it just seems weird to me.
Sabrina just
You get
got
a
one.
Laptop for that? What?
Sabrina just got one.
Oh.
Well, no, I
I
think,
mean, I guess it makes sense for people that are like on the go.
yeah, also it's cheaper, it's smaller. If you know what you're doing, you can hook them up to a monitor and make them more, like,
Yeah.
there's options. One of these times I will get this.
The screen's so tiny on the laptop too compared to what you can get for desktops.
I mean, you can get a larger screen though.
Like a screen you'd connect with like an HDMI cable for a second monitor, yeah.
I mean, there's like 27-inch laptops though.
Jesus Christ, that's massive.
I agree, but they exist.
At that
Oh,
point,
okay.
get a desktop.
How heavy do you think that is?
Very, I'm just saying it
Intensely.
exists.
Damn.
Ridiculous.
I'm not saying I'm happy about it. It does exist though. You know what I wish? I wish fucking Rival Wings was in daily roulette here. I really like Rival Wings, and no one does it. Makes me sad. I'll queue for it, and it's gonna be, oh, 15 minutes? I haven't played Rival Wings in so long. I won't know what I'm doing, but I'll play. And I officially own every minion you can buy in the Gold Saucer.
I should go there next.
I used to play Verminion. That's a whole thing.
What is that?
It's okay. I think they should fix it and make it into like an auto chest. But right now, think something like Age of Empires fused with League of Legends.
Oh.
Like I said, it's there's too many rules. They've reworked games before, like mini games. I think they could easily rework Verminion into something a lot more entertaining, because like it gives you a reason to collect all these minions because they all have their different stats and stuff. So you make a deck and like it's cool, and I really like it, but no one plays it. Understandably, I don't fault anyone for not playing it because like it sucks.
Yeah. Now I play the which direction do I go to find things game once I get to the gold saucer because I get lost every time.
I'm wondering what I want to do now. I don't know. Other than because I queued up for 15 minutes now, and I'm like, now what, babe?
Sing us a
I-
song.
Oh,
Do a little dance.
I can do a dance.
Me fall in love. Get down tonight. Sorry, it was in
No,
there.
no,
It
you're
had to come out.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right, and you should say it.
This is the gear, the Garo gear from before. This is also Garo gear. Why did they give... It's Garo. Why in the fuck would they not give people like armor? Make everyone like an armored combatant. It's so weird.
My first cactopod gave me 54.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Oh, I know, but technically you made more than you spent. Right? They only cost 10. Or is it 100?
Yeah. No, it's like 10 or something.
Yeah.
It's small. But still. Ouch. Unfortunate.
The timer's going up. We're gonna just do
The
roulette.
second one was 119. That's a little bit better, but still crap. I can. There we go. The mini cactopod like pop-up wouldn't go away, and I was like, I can't see to choose things.
Oh, we're gonna queue and then we're gonna go hang out somewhere.
What are you eating now?
I'm still eating chips.
Wow.
I should have dinner at some point.
Probably. Man, I got 36 again. Fuck. Fuck you, cactopod broker. You dickbag.
Are you using the thing I showed you way back?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that happens.
I think there's also like a don't click too many times in one row, or if you see a number, don't click in that row
I always,
that I
yeah.
don't know.
I just
about.
always make a point not to try to minimize how many I click in a row in general. Like 2 max, and they can't be next to each other if I feel inclined to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually what I do. But...
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
You know what I do is actually follow through on the thing I'm doing. Collect minions. Alright. Let's look up what I need to do. Minions.
Someone's name's just Uncle Matt. Alright. I guess he's somebody's uncle.
Oh, that's annoying. I have to either set it to be by patch or by the ones I own. Fine, we'll go by patch. There's a Cactuar I don't own. There's a quest I haven't done. Okay, Southern Thanalan has a quest. Okay. Okay, there's quests. Like, the one thing I suck at doing in this game is the fucking side quests. I'm terrible about it. Okay, what's it to you? Can't do without you. And zombies are people too. Those are all the ones I'm looking for.
Man, I love flying fat cat.
Hey, you are 100% right. Hovering bubble should tell you the quest.
Yes.
Would
Would you like to know the setting to turn that on? Because Trish told me.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Do you have that setting on? Does it work for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have never really touched menu settings, minus like things I turned off later, but I knew what I was doing at that point. But then I completely blanked it out of my memory forever, you know?
Oh, I have to kill things. Let's see. Should probably get off my own.
Oh, wait. This one starts in Southern Thanalan and then goes to the Waking Sands. We're teleporting. That's in Eastern? Northern Thanalan. No. Eastern. Western. There it is.
Are you trying to say something?
Yo,
Trish?
congrats on that. I didn't know she had it all. Yeah, Aether, I got it. I actually released a short. I cried. Yeah, my free company helped a lot. I'm very happy. Yeah, it's my main mount. There's very few things that could stop me from this being my main mount. Am I supposed to go in the Waking Sands for this quest?
Chris, I heard you make a noise. Were you attempting to say something, or were you just
I
making
was
noises?
gonna ask if you managed to unlock the retainer ventures.
I just talked to... I just saved the retainer I needed to for that quest, and now I have to go back to Libsyn.
You didn't have
I
to cry.
just did that.
Aether, it's not about whether I had to or didn't have to cry. I am a very, very emotional person. I can barely help it. I'm not even...
Also, if you ever need to ask something and somebody's talking to you, just message me in Discord. I'll answer. Though we were not talking over each other, but can still communicate. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh.
True gamer friendship. Hey, Robin, can I ask you to do me a solid?
What?
Put my chips away and grab me a banana if you could, please.
You want me to heat up some food for you so you have something of substance?
But then you would have to make paratha, and I don't want to make you make paratha right now.
I will make paratha.
I'll have a proper meal after stream.
Okay.
Don't get me a banana. Don't worry about it. Bruh, I feel you. I went through Shadowbringers and Endwalker twice for my main and my ult. I cried every single time, just about as hard every time. Dude, Endwalker finished. Oh, Shadowbringers finished. Robin and I cried. Endwalker finished. We literally got... Because we play through patch quests together and then run the dungeons the first time together. And we sat down on our couch, just held hands and just like looked off into the distance being our fucking wall. We were like rocked to our cores.
It was a really good song.
I mean, it's almost basically public knowledge. Our plan for our future engagement rings is Elpis flower themed. Like, we really, really felt with that. And like, you know, this game's been and is a big part of our relationship. So like, you know.
Where the fuck am I?
In Eorzea.
Good one, Bob! Good one! Got him!
So now that I've unlocked it, how do I get ventures?
Oh, you can buy them from a
First,
lot
need
of places.
Currency. Yeah.
Okay.
How many storm fields do you have?
Aether, when we get married, we're also, I mean, we need to in-game get married. When that time comes, I'm literally on, it'll probably be on stream, but I will send invites to people who I have friends in game, including you. Don't worry.
By storm seals, do you mean company seals?
Yes, the
Yes.
Grand Company seals.
5,360.
You can buy ventures with those.
I think all ventures take at least 2.
I
Okay.
believe so. I'll have to make
Do
an
I buy
alt and
them from
fairy.
Company people?
Aether, you can teleport to fairy and go, I'm pretty
Huh?
sure. Oh wait, no, you can't.
Do I have to buy them from my grand company?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't they rogue hop?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like you have to be in that world to attend weddings, if I'm correct.
Oh.
I
really?
don't totally know because I've only attended weddings on the server. Yeah, it's locked per world. Aether just said so. I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure that I locked it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that means we could join.
Yeah, that is true. Don't worry, like I said, I will also stream it when we do, and probably record it. But that one might not be a recording I upload, that might be for posterity.
Yeah.
For when maybe one day in the future, Robin and I have kids, and they're like, you got married? And we're like, we got married in a video game first. And they're like, that's weird.
Oh my god.
They would probably say that's weird.
I
Yeah.
hadn't even thought of that, Bob.
Robin, you bring up the fact that I proposed to you in-game to get in-game married.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah. You don't have to talk about it. I am simply making a point.
You know, I purposely have never brought it up because I knew it would embarrass you, but now that you brought it
No!
up, I think it's...
Free reign.
I'm used to attending friends' weddings at this point. Yeah, it's also, no joke, part of the reason I want to get married in game. Dude, the fucking teleportation ring is so useful. Like, from a mechanical standpoint, getting married in game is a very good thing to do.
Who do I talk to for the ventures in the company?
Person on the right.
Yeah, the person who sells stuff for seals.
Yeah.
The quartermaster, the personnel officer?
Are you at the counter?
Yeah. There are 2 people on the right and 2 people on the left.
I think it's the far right, yeah?
Yeah, it's the far right next to the person you do your turn in at.
Okay. I see.
Pray wake, I'm returning to the waking sands.
And then I find those under...
You see the tabs on the left?
Mm-hmm.
It's that first one, and I think it's the...
I saw, even if we don't, I really, really want to go to Final Fantasy Fan Fest this year. But if we aren't able to get tickets, Yoshitaka Amano is gonna be at AX. And I do want his autograph very much. I mean, one of the things I would really love to get one day is large art of my Warrior of Light in Yoshitaka Amano's style. That'd be amazing. And for people who don't know, Yoshitaka Amano is the guy who makes like that classic Final Fantasy logo art with the characters looking kind of like wavy and stuff. He made a poster for Shadowbringer, Endwalker, that was half Hydaelyn, half Zodiark, and you could actually flip the poster, and both sides were the right side up, for lack of a better term. I did not get that poster, unfortunately, and I'm bitter about it.
Okay.
It's not.
You're gonna be okay.
Oh wait, I'll move my camera and show you guys later. I got some art of all the scions of the Seventh Dawn. But yeah, that's all it is. That's cool.
So, do I go to... apparently I have 6 ventures in my pocket.
Perfect. And
Do I then go to the retainer
you go to the
bell and then I can
retainer.
send her out?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it'll have you set a class for her first.
And you need equips for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So grab an extra weapon. I recommend set your first retainer to one of your main classes. If you don't have a gathering class, that's fine. Set it to a battle class.
If you
Okay.
need me to craft equipment for her, let me know. I can.
Is there a closer retainer bell to the ash castle than...
In the inn. In your inn
Oh.
room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I really don't want to have to go...
I was like, oh, the thing popped up that's like, hey, there's a patch. It's not for another like 2 hours. We're fine.
Yeah.
I was telling Robin a while back, like every time I play Hollow Knight, some other game comes up that stops me from finishing it. And I was like, this time there's no games. I'll play Hollow Knight. And then they announced the Xenoblade DLC. And I was like, all right, Hollow Knight on the back burner. Time for Xenoblade. Oof. I took the brunt of that.
Why does it say you are no longer selling items in the Clemson Market?
Oh, when you summon them, your
Yeah,
items
just
can't be
briefly.
bought.
They're not on
Yeah.
sale.
Wait, if I send her on an adventure, can she not sell my stuff?
No, she's
Oh, no,
still
she
selling.
will.
It's basically the system just saying, hey, currently the part of the system that has your retainer selling is turned off. The moment you are out of this menu, it will turn back on. Yeah.
And you can still summon her even if she's on adventure
Yeah.
too, and access her inventory.
You can still use her as you would. You just can't put her on another adventure until that adventure is done. Ventures can also get you minions. Certain ventures have minions.
Yeah. Or rare dies. You can get them to max level is 90.
Yeah, mine are the
So-
max eye level they can be too.
So what class should I assign her to then?
Your current main class. So for you, I would say Bard.
Okay, well it says Archer, not Bard.
Archer, yes. Eventually, when it hits level 30, you have to do a thing to turn it into a Bard.
Oh, okay.
It's not hard. It's like a quick quest.
I mean, I'm assuming yeah, I don't have an extra bow.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go grab another bow. And like I said, grab a level 1 bow for now. Sorry, I keep saying bow and my brain keeps going both of these.
Wow.
I apologized before I said it. Please understand, I knew the sin I was about to commit.
So I should just go to the market board and just buy it.
Yeah, probably. Or if Trish wants to craft you a level 1 bow. I don't know.
Does she have to use a level 1 bow? Because I'm pretty sure Trish could make it better.
No, but what level is
starting
the
out.
character? The character is level 1, so it has to be a level 1 bow.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not too expensive, you could probably buy
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, that's what I
doubt it will
figured.
be. I'm sure it will be fine. Man, I found the edgelord. Pain Shadow Claw, damn.
Wow! That's not just
With like a
an...
P-A-Y-N-E.
That's not even an edgelord, that's the edgelord. Holy shit.
I told you, my favorite game is find the weeb and find the edgelord. And yes, I know there are many, but it's always funny to find.
Yeah. My favorite was... There's two. One I saw was... Kirito's full name is Kazuto Kirigaya, and I saw someone named Kirito Kirigaya, and I was like, this is so extra. And the other one was just Asuna Kirito as a single name, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
I have seen Naruto Uzumaki. He was a ninja.
Good. As he should be.
I have seen a samurai Sasuke, but I kind of also understood because of the sword.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for Sasuke.
Yeah.
He uses his huh?
I don't think he used a katana, though. He used like a short sword. Right?
I didn't watch Shippuden, it was dumb. Maybe?
I don't know a single person who's a big Naruto fan who's like Shippuden was good. Like they're like it existed. There were
friend.
cool parts, but
His name is Petey. And Petey he is an opinion haver. He got, you know, like friendship level upset, but like so upset at me when I was like, no, Shippuden's trash. He was like, you take that back.
Wait,
What? Yeah,
PD, I'm thinking of?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, our Petey.
you keep saying PD and I'm thinking about the piranha plant. I just need you to know that. So I'm imagining a piranha plant getting really upset about Naruto discourse.
Yeah, no, a bunch of people were talking. I think it was when we were playing Minecraft.
Oh.
We were all talking about anime, and then I brought up Shippuden and how it's absolute garbage. And he was just like, you take that back.
What is your
Like, no, it's garbage.
what is your most unpopular opinion about a universally disliked series?
Oh, I don't know what universally disliked series I would have seen.
Like mine,
Like.
mine is Sword Art Online is good for 15 episodes, and there are 4 episodes in season 2 that are really good because it just completely throws out the concept of Sword Art Online and they're just playing an RPG. Like it literally is 4 episodes where they find an item they want for one of their party members and then they do quests, and I love it.
Sword Art Online is not a universally disliked.
Not, I shouldn't say universally disliked. I should say like many people dislike it. Sword Art Online is very popular. Like, there's parts of it that I even am
I
like,
was gonna say, no, people really like that en masse.
yeah, unfortunately, it's bad.
So if you're saying, what is an anime I don't like that are.
I don't
want to
say don't like though. There is like because like people like Sword Art, obviously people like Sword Art, but I feel like more often than not, especially with like people who watched a lot of anime, be like, oh, it's not a good show.
If you're asking me for my unpopular opinions on anime people do like, I have lots of those.
Let me make this neutral. What are your unpopular anime opinions?
Neon Genesis Evangelion is trash, and I think Shinji is a horrible main character because he annoys the absolute fuck out of me to the point where I can't watch the show.
We've talked about this. You're just incredibly wrong for. You're right, but for like weird reasons. Like, yeah, he's annoying. That's the point. He's a teenager. Like,
why would you want to watch a show where he is annoying? Like, it does not make me want to sit down and watch it. It makes me want to commit toaster bath.
It's an exploration.
And not even because it's depressing. Just because I don't have to deal with Shinji.
It's an exploration of the things a character, like someone would go through in that. It's like, as someone who's like, oh, mechas are cool, I also recognize at that age, being forced into that situation, I would have freaked out.
I don't watch anime for
No, and I
don't need a realistic teenager response to shit.
And yeah, I agree. Every anime being that way would suck. That's why I'm like, that one being that way is fine.
No, that's just why it sucks.
Sure, man.
You asked.
Nah, you're right. Please continue. I will grow in frustration. Hey, at least I'm honest, alright?
I met more characters and I didn't like any of them. Asuka's also horrible. Actually the worst.
Yeah.
Some similar in worseness to Shinji. And then there's Mommy Complex with no emotions. Whose name I don't even remember.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the Meme Dad, who I only know from the meme.
I mean, he's just a bad dad, yeah.
Yeah. The one who made a teenage girl from his wife or something? I don't know. It's creepy and weird.
I mean, yeah.
That's where the mommy complex stuff comes in.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, but... You're out of 10, I hate it. Let's see what else. One Piece is highly overrated and I actually think it's dumb. I don't think
agree.
There's much good to be had there.
I
think
don't
it is
agree
a very
with that.
Generic anime.
I do
agree.
agree.
It is a very generic anime. Like all of the characters are just, all the female characters especially are just titties with arms and legs.
That's true. That is true. I don't like that art design, but I don't agree
style
that
in
it's.
general's kind of ew.
It's
not JoJo levels of gross, but it's still not great.
Right, you think JoJo's is gross.
It looks like trash.
Ugh.
And I mean, like, the anime itself is a meme, and it's supposed to be a meme, and that's fine. But I hate the art style.
Yep. I'm regretting my question.
You asked. You
I
opened
know.
this can of worms,
No, I'm
man.
not regretting because you're answering. I'm regretting because some of these are just really bad opinions.
You asked. Now the internet will know, and everyone will hate me,
Yeah,
and that's fine.
you're an opinion haver.
I am.
I thought
I admit it.
Jacob was bad, but holy shit.
No. See, he has bad opinions about things I care about. That's why he's an opinion.
That is true. I don't care that much about One Piece, but I do think you're wrong about it in general. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, the greatest piece of fiction ever written, and people who think that are definitely wrong. But
Yes.
I also don't think it's like it should be universally panned as bad either, because it is definitely better than a lot of manga.
I think Cowboy Bebop could have been like a 3 or 4 episode, like 3-minute OVA, and it would have been a lot better.
Uh-huh.
Because it goes on for far too long. And a lot of the episodes, I just feel like I could have not watched them, and I still would have gotten the same
Don't
experience.
like episodic content. You like serialized stuff.
I mean, I didn't mind Cowboy Bebop. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying that some of the episodes, if you took those out, it would have been the same experience.
Yeah, but anime also used to be different back when Bebop came out. Like, it literally was just a totally different experience.
I mean, I will admit I haven't seen a lot of 90s anime.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you wouldn't like Blackjack at all.
I've not heard of that.
Yeah. The Futopia, let's be honest, all anime feel mid compared to Kamen Rider. Let's go! The Futopia exists now. I agree. Futopia, from what I've heard, is actually really good, especially as a Kamen Rider continuation series. But no, yeah, because especially in Heisei, when they just decided Kamen Rider is just going to be live action anime now, I'm all for that trend. It's awesome.
I think whatever bad opinions they have. I mean, I think Bleach is overrated and just kind of meh.
Bleach is not overrated. Oh, hear me out fully. People who like Bleach also agree it's not that great.
It's not good.
Like, cause Bleach has this issue where the writer wrote one story arc and then wrote another story arc and then wrote those two story arcs all the fucking time forever. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem with Bleach. It has cool concepts. I like the character designs. I love Taikubo's art. But, like, the issue is the story is poor.
Ooh, I remembered another one. The Dragon Ball art overall, ugly. I hate it. They're too muscly. I hate the way it looks. Not good.
I don't think
I
it's...
can't say anything about the story because I've never
No,
watched
the
it. I've
story,
watched the abridged.
story
and
is
that's
bad. The overall art of Dragon Ball, I think, is just... That is their art. Like, that
It's
is
just gross.
Akira
I don't
Toriyama's
like the
art.
muscles and the way they're drawn. I just-
Yeah, like I said, that's just Akira Toriyama's art. It is what it is. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it.
yeah, and that's valid. You don't have to like people's art. I love how
You got real mad when I said it about JoJo.
JoJo, I actually feel, is a unique art. Whereas,
It's good.
except that is actually good art.
Oh! Their muscles are also gross to look at.
Oh yeah, you go to DBZ for unadulterated power fantasy hype, not the story. Exactly. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Yeah. No, Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Or women characters that are just baby makers
To
to make more men
that's
to be power
definitely
fantasies.
a bummer that I agree with, because Chi-Chi used to be a character, and then she became just the mom.
Oh, Android 18. She was a badass, and then she became a mom.
No, she's still a badass. It's super. She's literally one of the main fighters.
I mean, she's also a mom.
Why can't moms be
Like,
Moms
badasses?
can't be badass, Trey?
I mean, she can,
Hmm?
but they made her one, and they didn't have to.
I think with Android 18, I'm a little more okay, because the whole point is to be like, she's still human, which is a whole part of her character and her arc, is that, you know, just because she's an android doesn't mean she doesn't have human feelings. Like, she wasn't just taunting Krillin, she actually cared for him, even because it's also mirrored in Android 17 becoming like a forest ranger. Like, he has his own human thing.
Yeah.
But I'll disagree with, because like, she's still one of the main fighters. Like, she's stronger than her husband. She's stronger than most Universe 7's like characters aside from the Saiyans.
I will say again,
Like,
I've never watched the show, so I didn't know they kept her fighting. I thought they pulled the Chi-Chi.
no, the
Where she's just a
worst
stay-at-home mom
the
again.
worst part about Android 18 I'll give you is she used to have a great fashion, and now she wears a pink jumpsuit, and that's the only thing I hate. But also I'm like, that's a mom thing, I get it.
I want to say you heard it here, all moms. You can't be badass.
Oh.
I did not say that.
Yeah, it
As
didn't-
a matter of fact, I refuted it.
Didn't you hear that part where Silas specifically said?
Stop that. All moms are already badasses. They're moms.
You know.
You have any idea how hard it is to be a mom? No, it's impossible. But they do it. So, meh. Put words in my mouth.
It's okay, if you don't like the words in your mouth, you can just vomit them out.
Vomit on you.
Haha, you wish. I am both too far and too tall.
I can vomit on your feet. Those are never too tall.
That's valid, they do touch the ground.
Yeah. I'll be like a cat. I'll puke in your shoes.
Ew. You're not getting catnip tonight.
Man. What if I say I'm sorry? By bringing you a dead animal. putting it on this doorstep.
Ew!
It's to feed the family! I'm protecting!
You are going to the cat room, the designated area for the cat, where the cat can be, and...
Ooh, actually, this is something, especially Size could help with. Aether is asking, I need your thought on something real quick. How do you feel about using your live 2D model without the debut first, and then doing the actual debut at a later date instead? I think go for it. I don't think debut should matter. If you like your thing, like, do it, and then later do the debut, right? But if you want to start streaming, fucking do it. Like, use your model. More power to you. Also, because I mean, you're the one who got me connected to the person who's drawing my live 2D model. I'm still gonna have it. I may not use it ever, but I still have it. And if you're happy and you want to show it off, fucking more power to you. Like, show it off. You don't have to follow the the fucking meta for VTubers, right? You don't have to do that shit.
It's weird that that's a thing anyway. Like, you do you.
Dude.
I have a live 2D model. I didn't say shit about it. I just started using it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't think there needed to be big fanfare about it. Now, if you want there to be fanfare, sure. But I don't think that you should let anyone's opinion stigmatize you doing a thing unless you are doing something wrong. And you're not. So, do what you want to do.
Yeah. Like, one of the things, even recently, I saw a few people who either stopped VTubing altogether, like they stopped streaming, or they did what I did, where they went from VTubing to, like, using a webcam, and they did a whole twit longer. I am not calling anyone out. I am judging them. They did a whole twit longer and stuff, and I'm like, I just literally made a post after the fact where I'm like, yeah, I'm not VTubing anymore, by the way. Like,
Like, you don't owe anyone anything.
yeah, like, do what makes you happy, man. 100%.
You are an adult with your own autonomy. You are not an idol who is, like, kept to your fans and you have to do what they want you to do. Like, literally, you do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy.
I have felt it more and more in the last few days where I'm like, I need to be very careful on stream because I will start going off about the VTuber community, like, sphere, and I'm like, I cannot. I've been very good about slowly, like, unfollowing more and more people as they do stuff I don't care for.
Yeah.
And, like, I can understand doing some of it, like, some of the time, but some of these people, it feels like it's a whole, like, it's a whole routine. I don't care for. Oh, that's quite fair. I was surprised when I saw your webcam up. I actually liked this for you, though. Thank you. I actually do too, because, like, one of the big things, and I know this about myself, I have a very expressive face. I know even when I talk, my eyebrows jump a lot. And even if I had the money for some super high-tech 3D model, it won't catch my expressions. I know that. I know this as someone who's studied it. My face is too expressive, and I won't get contacts. My eyesight's trash. So I'm like, I'm just gonna use my face. I also get to, there's so many bonuses. I get to, like, just show off stuff. I get to wear my Final Fantasy hat and people get to see my Final Fantasy hat. I wore this even when I was VTubing, by the way. Like, it was my way of getting in the mindset for Final Fantasy Day. And, like, I don't know, I just, for me, this felt right. Especially because now I'm at sitting in a way that I don't have to worry about my privacy, because I'm in a corner of my house. It's my corner. And I had, which is always a rule, get approval from the people you live with. Robin's cool with it, which is what mattered to me. That was a big one.
I have also considered doing face streaming because I am also extremely expressive.
You are.
Shit that you guys don't see with my model isn't just my face. I'm expressive with, like, my hands and my body movement, and, like, there's so much that happens no one sees.
Yeah, that's something I noticed as I've been doing my shorts that are, like, with webcam. While I'm talking, I mean, even right now, I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't realize it's happening. I take my hand off my mouse and just talk with my hands a ton.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would never get properly caught in a live 2D model.
Yeah.
Your eyebrows are so expressive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is there a way to turn off those pop-ups that come up that are like, a certain number of parties are currently matching your search conditions? Because, like, God, it's annoying.
I think so. Or I think you can Like, I think it's just a party finder alert. I think you also have the option to just change your filter so you don't have that pop up.
You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to know.
Remember how literally like 20 minutes ago I was like, I don't remember the settings.
Yes.
I've been playing this game for going on like 8 years. Like, yeah. I'll just go for it then. I really want to use the model for so long. I just love it so much. Dude, more power to you, dude. I'm hyped to see your model. Cause like, for me, streaming is like more than like wanting, would I love for this to become a career thing? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that'd be really nice. And like, you know, gaining an audience, all that. But more than that, I like doing this because for me, it's very fun. And if the thing you want to do is fun for you, it makes you happy, fucking do it. Like, who's gonna... Anyone who tries to stop you is just a dick. Ignore them.
People are gonna be assholes about you, or about those sorts of things. Like, that's a problem.
You know.
Like,
Yeah, they're not... Just don't let them be welcome in the environment you make. Like, you did a thing for you, in your stream, for your community. That's where it should exist. Like, for them. It's part of the reason I've had to ban on my stream. Like one of the I'm willing to talk about this now because they're blocked anyway. The person who won my first giveaway, they're blocked. They're no longer allowed in my stream because they were very rude to other people in the stream. I lost people who are cool and friendly because of this person. So like, you just have to be willing to, like, it sucks. It feels bad, but like you have to be willing to do that. Like if someone came in here and was like, oh, you don't VTube anymore? One, I'd be like, yeah, who gives a shit? Two, like, all right, bye. If they leave quietly, I don't care. If they're like make an issue of it, then I'm like, all right, I don't want to hear you. I don't think anyone else needs to hear you. Though again, I don't think people give enough of a shit to like be like, Spiral Bear bad did this thing, and I'm like, all right, dude. He said he'd shit in a pool, and I'm like, yeah, I did. I did, and it was funny.
good lord. Now I have to go talk to I want you to know that while we've been talking, once you asked me anime questions, I stopped playing the game. I just stood here and talked.
That was not my goal, but that's fucking funny.
I can't think and do at the same time, so I was like, if I need to think, I just gotta stand here.
That's why I try to be in a dungeon when I go on these longer rants, because dungeons are kind of automatic for me.
Yeah.
At least if it's a class I know what I'm doing, and Gunbreaker in Final Fantasy is Echo in League of Legends for me. I can do it without thinking.
Yeah, nothing is automatic for me. My brain works at 300% always,
Yeah.
and that's because I'm overtaxing it by doing anything.
Yeah.
The ADHD makes it so that I cannot focus and do other things at the same time. If I need to be using my motor skills and talking, one of those two things aren't going to come out right. And usually it's talking, and I wanted to answer you correctly.
Oh, speaking specifically of like the talking won't come out right. Earlier when you messaged me about my story and you're like, oh, do you want like critique or about grammar and stuff? And I'm like, actually, plot holes is the main one because I know, and this is not the first time. You can even ask Robin when I wrote it the first time. My first draft has really bad and funky grammar because of my speech pattern. So I have to go back and do it, like the editing for that on the next pass. Because if I go back and do it now, I will never move forward. And that's why I don't tell people not to point it out, because I'm aware of it. But if you point it out, I will latch on and start working on that.
The one thing that I wasn't gonna mention is not like a grammar thing. It's more just like a writing cliche sentence thing that you did. I was like, I wouldn't recommend doing that. That was all.
Well, what's the cliche? I'm not secretive about my book. It's fine.
It's literally like one of your first sentences. Hold on, let me bring it up. Which, like, you had just started writing. It got better the more I read.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's just how that works. Where is it? It's literally your second sentence.
Cool.
Another could appear anytime, anywhere, even right here. Like, that's really overly dramatic and unnecessary.
Yeah, that's the point.
And redundant.
I know! That's the point! I was like, I'm gonna lean into the bullshit.
I mean, put it in italics then if you want it to be dramatic.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Because otherwise it just reads as, like, okay.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you said that.
I get you, I get you.
It just seems a little silly. So if you put it in italics, though, then it will come off as being dramatic and, like, emphasized.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually, that, not just that, but, like, I'm really, I don't want to say bad, but I think one of my weaknesses when it comes to writing is how to use formatting, or not formatting, but, like, specifically, like, bold, italics, M dashes, all that jazz. I sometimes just mess that up. But that's why, again, I do a lot of edit passes because I know that about myself.
Yeah. My toxic trait is that I edit as I go.
I can't do it. I know myself too well, dude. I fuck it up too much.
It means it takes forever for me to write.
I know. Did I tell you the reason I don't do that anymore? One, I'm gonna edit that sentence that you said before I go to bed tonight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that's in my mind. But no, I literally checked this once. I finished a paragraph and I was like, or like a page, right? And I was like, yeah. I got that like inkling that, oh, I need to edit it. So what I did was, because I wanted to test myself. I wanted to be like, how much am I actually editing? So I copied that entire page, put it in a different document, and worked on it in there. And I edited and I edited. I edited for like 3 hours almost. I would write, rewrite, write. No, one page.
Oh.
Write, rewrite. And then finally I looked at that page and I looked at the old one and it was the fucking same. Like minus like a couple sentences, and I was like, all right, moving forward, I'm only editing after I'm done writing my book.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to like edit occasionally. So what I do is that, so I am a hyper-focused writer. I can't just like sit down and be like, it's writing time, and then write for a little bit and be like, okay, I'm done for the day. I need to write when it overtakes me, when the muse decides to take me over so that I write. That hesitance is because I was going to say it a way that I can't say on your stream. So,
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's going to be explicit. So, I will sit there and I will write like a man possessed. And then after that, like 3, 5, 7, 10 pages that I write, then I'll stop and the next day I'll go over that. And then usually that will trigger the like, ooh, I can continue now sort of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm really happy with chapter 7 of the book, because like I think I've told you before, like this is all very much like a rewrite, or like I'm like completely rewriting the story to be one book. Yeah. Chapter 7's all new content. I wrote that in like 2 days. That whole chapter. It's like 10 pages. And I because like when no joke, watching Kamen Rider puts me in the mindset to write Project Clave, because it's very Kamen Rider inspired. But yeah, no, I know my grammar is wonky. That sentence, thinking about it now, I'm like, that's a bad sentence. Why do I have that sentence? But like,
it's not great.
No, I know it's not great. But I'm allowed to say that. Me, the writer.
I'm a writing major. Does that not make a difference?
No, the only writing major I listen to the most is my friend that I call my little sister, because she... I spent a lot of time like getting at her about her ex, so she's now allowed to get at me about my writing in mean ways. She never has, which is because she's too nice, which is why I would complain about her with her ex. No, but I will fix that for sure.
That was the only like glaring issue I found.
Yeah, I'm sure, because like that chapter, you need to understand, chapter 1 was written 3 years ago almost.
Oh.
Most of that one is, like at least the basic parts of it are pretty similar. Okay, definitely better than like the first year of drafts, and I know that much. I have access to the first year of drafts. I'm not happy with those drafts.
listen. That's where the thing I learned in school that's called shitty first draft comes in.
Oh yeah.
It's always a shitty first draft, and you have to let it be shitty. You're gonna have shitty first, third. I said third. What?
Mhm.
Third, fourth, eighth. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's many drafts, and they'll all be shitty.
I
But
will-
eventually, you'll have a wonderful product.
I think I will always credit Mitch, one of my best friends and my oldest friend, who read my first book, Bond's Brotherhood, because that one I self-published on Amazon. There's typos on the fucking back cover, by the way. I thought I was so good about editing. I edited that for a year, still had a typo.
Yeah.
And there are parts of it that are bad. I'm actually rewriting it. I have rewritten 10 chapters of it, and I plan to rewrite it after I'm done with Project Clay, like completely rewrite it. But the one thing, and I will always appreciate that Mitch goes, oh yeah, there's a bunch of issues with this. There's some great ideas, but the execution's not great. And then they go, your writing 100% has improved more than when you started this, and it's improved more than yesterday, and that's what matters. And like, I hold that because anyone else could have said it. Fucking Stephen King could have said it. It wouldn't have mattered at all to me, but Mitch said it. Mitch said it, and I'm gonna hold that for the rest of my life.
An unpopular writing opinion, and it's I don't think Stephen King's that good.
No, I don't have an opinion about him. I just, like, that was the first name that came to mind, you know.
Yeah. A lot of people think he's like one of the greatest writers, and I'm just like, no, he's not.
I think he's
Not very good.
I think he's a great. I know writing, much like art, is subjective. Like much like visual art is subjective.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not for you. I think he's a good writer, but to me, he's also not like someone I'd go to. I think Brandon Sanderson's probably like my go-to. I like him a lot.
He's a very good writer.
And I think part of that is the content he writes is the stuff I'm interested in. Whereas that is not the case for Stephen King. That's why I think like my opinion of Stephen King isn't fair, so I don't really share my opinion of Stephen King.
I just think, at least of the books of Stephen King I have tried to read, it's very dry. And that's why I don't like it. His writing isn't interesting to read. It's very dry, it's very banal.
But that's to
It's kind of
you.
not about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fun to read, and that's kind of what I look for, is like writing with character.
Yeah,
and his writing doesn't have that.
Someone would fucking have your head for that shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I don't care.
Why do I not have zombies are people too? Like I've done the quest. Oh wait, this is the main
I
story
tried to
quest.
read the Eye of the World series
Yeah.
by whatever his name is, Robert Jordan. Also, very difficult to read.
Mm.
And that's not so much as the way he writes as it is it in general. Like it was just a lot of dragging on, I think is the problem.
Yeah.
He's not Tolkien bad, but it's still rough with
I mean,
how
when
much it dragged
Tolkien wrote
on.
his shit, it was like the real old shit, you know?
Yeah. But like Tolkien spends at least a page and a half, honestly probably more like 2 or 3, describing the inside of Bilbo's house in The Hobbit. For no reason.
The Hobbit has a lot of bits to it that are definitely rough when you're reading through it.
I couldn't
You know?
get through the beginning of it because it's literally just a checklist of everything in Bilbo's house and why it's there and what asshole stole his fork, and I was just like, I don't care.
Asshole stole.
Holy shit,
What
I could not
asshole
care
stole
less.
his fork?
I remember something about cutlery and this house and blah 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 blah, and I was like, I would rather die right now.
I think the
Please
best
kill me.
compliment I've gotten, and this is the thing that happened to New Girl too, where they're talking, it's like, oh, Robbie wrote fanfic about your book, and like Nick gets super happy. Is my first book, Bonds of Brotherhood. Alex read it, and he goes, and again, I don't fault anyone for being like, it could have been better. I agree. I was not at the skill level I wish I was at when I first wrote it, but I'm glad I wrote it because it was my first book. Like, it was my first fully completed book, and that means a lot. And
Yeah.
but Alex goes, I made an OC for your world, and I'm like, holy shit. And because when Alex makes an OC, like, Alex makes an OC. If he loves something, he will make an OC or a D&D character for it. And he
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I made an OC for your world. And I was like, oh my fucking god. Like, that is a high tier compliment. Like, that means I've made a good world. I know as I've been told, fucking Robin told me this morning, I make good world. Do I love the ability as a writer to give bullshit science and unexplained magic? Yeah, but that's one of my strengths, is bullshit science and unexplained magic. I know how to
Yeah.
do it. I take pride in my ability to do it.
World building is one of my favorite things of all time. The amount of like text RPs that I've written that I have created entire worlds, like built the society around and the laws and why things are this way, and you know, like why this color is this way, and you know why this corporation is this, like it. I go so deep into it unnecessarily because it's a text RP and it doesn't matter, and some of this information isn't even going to be used.
Yeah.
But I love world building so much, and thinking about the science and the reasoning behind why the world is the way that it is, and it's just, God, it's so cool. I have so many worlds, over a dozen probably, that I have just created.
I think my favorite thing, because a few of my friends have read the other drafts, and some parts of the world are still the same. Because, like, to quick explain to everyone else, Project Glaive was originally going to be 4 books, and then I realized, 1, that's a lot of work. 2, I don't want to do that. I want to tell one solid story and just have it be one book, regardless of chapter length. Because originally I wanted to traditionally publish it, and I hate the traditional publishing industry now. Anyway. So, a bunch of my friends have read through it, or read a lot of it, but they were like, what's your problem with Nebraska? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, you've told us you lived there. I'm like, yeah, I did. And they're like, you know, in your book, and I was like, yeah, Nebraska is extinct. And they're like, why do you hate Nebraska? I was like, I don't hate Nebraska. And they're like, Bob, you hate Nebraska. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, talk about Nebraska. I was like, there's nothing there. It's fucking flat. And I'm like, I'm explaining, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I hate Nebraska.
Yeah, certainly sounds like it.
Love
Yeah,
that.
I'm
What do you got against Nebraska?
I don't know. Yeah, Trish, what were you saying? Sorry.
I love that is what keyed you in on it, and not them pointing out that it's extinct in your book.
Okay, so
That's very clear to me.
I mean,
You destroyed the state. I don't hate Nebraska.
I didn't destroy the state. The aliens did.
You had the aliens destroy the state.
They had to destroy something, and I was like, what's a centralized location in America? Nebraska.
Yeah.
No, Trish, I was not like, fuck Nebraska. That was not my driving motivation.
Subconsciously, it seems like it
It
may have
really
been
does,
a
yeah.
factor.
When Bob set out to build his world, he had a checklist, and at the top of that checklist it was kill Nebraska.
Well, so, I eventually also realized not only did I destroy Nebraska, yeah, Proc is one of the people who pointed out I hate Nebraska during lunch. Fuck Nebraska, Spiral through 2023. No,
Do you have a quote command?
Oh, I do, yeah. If you want to add...
How do I do that?
Exclamation quote should add it. Or you do exclamation quote and then type that in. Like, fuck Nebraska.
What?
Wait,
Okay,
oh,
that just brought up a random quote.
I think you need
maybe
to
it's
add it. Hold on,
how
I
do I
can
do
I can
that?
check
Go
it after
ahead?
this fight, maybe. Hold on. Stream elements. I'm about to do something so fucking small brain, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh yeah, just look up stream elements exclamation point quote. It'll tell you how to use it.
Oh, God.
No, I fucking, even in the story, one of the characters isn't fond of Nebraska because her parents died during that first incident in Nebraska. And
Everyone just hates Nebraska.
her, but even then, she doesn't. It's not a major part of the story, so she doesn't like go fuck Nebraska. But as the writer, canonically, Eve hates Nebraska.
Do you have your quote command for everybody, or is it only mods? Because I can't do it.
Everyone should have it.
I hit the ad. It does not say it ad. but that's what it says it's supposed to be, Dad.
Do exclamation quote space 3.
Okay.
No quote found. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like 90% anyone can do it. Yeah, user level, everyone.
Okay.
And I didn't modify it, so.
Huh. Because I looked it up and it just says quote add, and then XYZ, I'm assuming means just
Whatever
what
you
the
want to
quote
add,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, and that did not work. Will it not let me put the full swear word?
I don't think that would be a problem.
I don't see why it would be.
I love that. Because one of the quotes is, the first time I saw Ranking of Kings, I shit, so.
It's so funny.
Hold on, we'll do some quick research after this thing.
There it is. That's that one.
Yeah.
There's that quote. It's so funny.
I wonder if it's like quotes slash ad. I don't fucking remember.
I'm googling it. You do you, I'll take it down.
Thanks, because I'm gonna be in this fight for a while. We are not doing well,
Yeah, you're fine.
and by that I mean I am not doing well. No, but I have this. I'm not gonna get into all of it. I don't like J.K. Rowling. One, with her mindset, but two, as a writer, I don't like her. Because she does this thing where she finishes writing a story, and things that would be considered major character traits are explained in tweets. I hate that shit. Like, I'm like, if you want to give a minor character thing in a tweet, that's fine. Like, Eve hating Nebraska, that's tweet material. But I wouldn't be like, oh, Eve's gay is tweet material. She is gay. It's gonna be, you know, discussed in the story at least. But,
You can't retcon things on Twitter.
if you're gonna tweet story content, it has to be minor. Like, one of my characters is an amputee, and so he has a carabiner on his backpack, and that's how he unzips it. I feel like that's minor enough that it can be a tweet. But if I wrote the entire story and never mentioned he was an amputee, and then later go, by the way, if you've seen the art, Ray is an amputee. What the fuck?
Oh. So the stream element says adding or removing quotes is a moderator.
Alright, I'll make you a moderator.
Hell yeah. I'm going up in the world, baby. Promotion.
Well, I'll do it after this fight, but yeah, I'll
That's fine.
set
But
you
your
as a
opinion
mod.
having.
Yes. Well, no, now that I'm a mod, I can be that mod that gives the streamer shit all the time. Because I do that anyway, but now I'll be a mod.
So you'll be like Lucas.
Abuse your power.
Yeah.
So you'll be like Lucas, Robin, Alex, Hamza. So every other one of my mods.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm part of the squad now.
Oh right,
Now I'm wearing the
I makes
proper
sense. It makes sense that only moderators can be add quotes just in case.
Yeah. In case people are doing some stuff.
Also, because if you're like a bigger streamer, so many quotes so quickly.
Yes. Yeah. I'd like to skip this cutscene too.
I'm just imagining the meme of Eric Andre being like shooting something and then being like, "Why did this happen?" But it's Trey being like, "I don't understand what's happening." Shoots the cutscene.
Could have done this.
Yep.
But it's Trey setting fire to the street.
Yes.
Like, oh no, who could have done such a thing?
Oh no! This is so unexpected.
That means so much. Like him shooting Hannibal and then immediately turning The camera like, oh no, we could have done this. Still holding the
Yeah,
gun.
it's very funny. Looks over, still aiming at him. Whatever could have happened.
I figured out what to do for that part. Let's go.
See, I'm skipping cutscenes in whatever one gives me the donut.
No,
I
I know. Some side content I also skip cutscenes. I'm just saying. I'm
just
expecting
wanna
to hear it
unlock
about Endwalker as well. And whatever the next expansion is.
No,
Hey,
listen.
I'm end walking.
I can't skip Endwalker, so I'm gonna pay attention.
Oh. I'm excited for you to have the Robin reaction of having to message Trish, Adrian, or I about who characters are.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Cause like Robin got to, like, we saw a flashback of not Horsefront, but we saw the House Fortino, and Robin's like, who are these people? And I'm like, well, you know how I like Horsefront? And Robin's like, oh yeah. And I was like, well, these are his family members. And Robin's like, oh, they're important too. And I'm like, oh my god.
Meanwhile, I'm over here sobbing.
Yeah, like they came in and I was like, chills down my spine. I'm like, they're here. The whole squad is here. And Robin's like, who the fuck are these guys?
Man, every time I see like horse
I didn't
fonts
mean to do
anywhere,
You enabled,
I get
okay,
teary-eyed.
you cleared chat and then enabled slow mode.
Listen,
And
there
then-
was a shield button.
And
I
then
didn't mean to press
also,
it.
and then you also enabled followers only mode for a little there.
It literally lasted 2 seconds. I put people in baby jail for 2 seconds. 2.
Your power, your
really
power, your
power.
power went to your head so quickly, and I don't know what to say.
That's
I don't
not what
know.
happened. I misclicked.
I don't know, sure, your first hour as a moderator and things aren't looking
Your
good.
first minute of moderating.
I didn't
Alright,
mean.
but-
They were literally both buttons were next to each other, and one said turn on, and the other one said off. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Why would you hit it? This is this is the literal logic of there was a button in front of me. It was red. It was very large, and it said, I didn't know what it does. It didn't say do not touch. You're the reason do not touch is on buttons.
Listen, everything's fine. I didn't break anything, and now you have a new quote. There we go, quote 3.
Woohoo, go team!
Don't bully me.
too late.
I didn't mean to. Look,
Bullying
fuck
commenced.
Nebraska and you.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck. That's amazing.
God damn it.
Oh, I love you, Trey.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you. I said I'm proud of you.
No, you're not.
I mean, I'm not, but like, come on.
Don't lie to my face.
I'm not lying to your face. I'm lying
Your voice.
through the internet.
You semantics at me. I swear to God, I'll put baby jail on again. I have the power.
I have
Why you
never.
trying to
Trey's
talk,
moderator.
though?
I have never.
I will ban you from your own chat.
You can't ban me from my own chat. That's literally not
You
a
don't know
thing.
that.
Yes, I do. I researched how to be a moderator when I
Who's the
started
moderator
streaming.
here?
Trey.
You're about to not be.
Trey, you may moderate my stream, and I may moderate your stream, but I also moderate other people's streams. I like how this is literally in my head. All I'm imagining is like in person, like, or animated, like, oh yeah, here, me hands you like a little badge that's moderator, and then you immediately pull a gun out.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yes.
Um,
God damn it.
I'm going to check what minions I can
Why can't I
grab.
just exist and not fuck things up?
But that's the patented like Trey spice, you know?
Being a fuck up, I
Treyism.
suppose.
That is not what I said. I will not have my words used against me.
Oh, like you did to me earlier? Don't like it when it's turned around.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was about to say, I spent my life oppressed, but it doesn't work with you because you're not a white dude like Alex. Alex hates it when I do that, but I will always do it. Though I can't say you're jealous of my melanin. Let's go.
I do sunburn if I end up in the sun for more than 5 minutes.
Wait, did I ever tell you guys? I didn't know how sunscreen worked till I was like 21.
What do you mean how sunscreen works? You rub it on yourself.
Okay, so I didn't know about sunscreen till I was like 20. Cause I don't burn. I can be in the sun as long as I want. I tan, I turn berry gold. Or actually that's literally it. I don't burn. So when we started dating, I saw Robin burns super easily, but then they're like, oh, I need to put on sunscreen, and I'm like, what? And they like used it, and I'm like, what does that do? Like, I was like straight, like legitimate, like shock and confused, like what does that do? And they're like, you know, it protects your skin, you don't burn. I'm like, there's an invention that fucking does that? That's crazy, dude.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Really.
And then to this day, Robin forgets to use sunscreen, and I have to remind them.
I always forget about sunscreen till it's too late, and then I'm a crispy. I'm just crispy.
The part that really annoys me is that you'll put it on, but then like if you read the bottle or whatever, it's like, oh, like this will only last for an hour, and if you go in the water, like you'll have to apply even more, like quickly. And I'm like, you mean I can't just one and done this?
Yeah.
I can't just put the screen on and, you know, go swimming for 2 hours and be fine?
Well, okay, to be
That's
fair,
what I always thought.
it doesn't like seep into your skin. It puts a layer on it, which the water washes off.
No,
There
I know-
is
I know that.
water-safe sunscreen, but it still doesn't last very long. And I always forget to put sunscreen on my face, so like my body that's underwater doesn't get
Yeah.
sunburned, but my face becomes like a tomato.
Yeah.
Misery.
Usually it's
Also-
my shoulders that burn.
Yeah, it's like the top of my nose, my forehead, my cheeks, and my shoulders.
Yep.
Also, like some white people will tan. I don't. I
Huh.
sunburn, I get crispy, I peel, and I am just as pale as I was before.
And
Nice.
it's not paler.
I like to call that.
It's not paler. That's
I like
true.
to call that the baked potato method, where you burn and then you're
I
tanning.
am Irish.
No,
That's
no,
probably why.
no, no. I'm saying when you burn and tan underneath. I call that the baked
Oh.
potato method. Oh,
Oh,
I guess I should call it the marshmallow method, because a burned marshmallow is normally amazing inside.
Are you gonna eat?
Trey, I enjoyed the potato Irish joke.
Thank you.
I got it.
I thank you. Hoping someone did.
I got it.
Legitimately, I think being Irish is probably why I don't tan.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
I'm a good amount of. I'm like Scottish, Irish, English, German. None of those tan.
Oh no.
You know when someone
I'm
calls
freckly.
someone white, you are literally white.
I'm very white. Yeah. I also have some Scandinavian thrown in there.
Nice.
A little bit of French.
Awful.
You got the
Oui,
whole,
oui.
the whole. I don't know what I was gonna say.
I have the whole British Isles minus Wales somehow. Don't know how that's possible.
Man, you didn't. You didn't fill up your scorecard. You missed one.
Yeah, no bingo card on the British Isles.
I don't think it's possible to retroactively be from the British Isles.
I do notice that even though like my skin is pale, I don't burn that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I unfortunately did not inherit the built-in sun protections.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of wrote probably the most opened up about myself tweet I've ever written, and a lot of people liked it.
Oh.
The one about Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
It's about how, I don't know if you saw it, Robin, like why it's so important to me, because it was like the first game I like really sunk into when I first moved out, and then I played a lot during college to relax, and it was the first game you and I shared as a couple.
That was the. Breath of the Wild, Bob, was what I played when I first moved in with you.
Yeah, it was the first game we shared as a couple.
Yeah, like you would go to school. I moved into you right after I got my wisdom teeth out, so I would just lay on the couch and vibe because I couldn't do much
Yeah, and
else.
Dwayne would hang out with you and you played Breath of the Wild, I remember.
Yeah, I played Breath of the Wild for a week straight. And I ate, I slept, and I played Breath of the Wild because my wisdom teeth surgery was rough.
One of my favorite Mitch stories is Breath of the Wild because, so of my friends, I was the first person to get a Switch because I was like, and this is a one-time tech related, I felt smart. I was like, this is gonna be big, trust me. So I bought one on release. And Mitch was visiting and was playing Breath of the Wild, and Mitch is a puzzle game guy, or puzzle game person, so they cleared the first, like, you know, the Great Plateau, and they jump down, and then they go, I'm gonna go to Ganon, because Mitch is a pro gamer. They've done level 1 Dark Souls runs and all that, and they do it. They get through Hyrule Castle, and they're sneaking, they get to the boss, and they're like, well, yeah, well, look at that, I fucking did it. A smug look at me, and I'm like, okay, cool. Legitimately, I'm like, I want to see how far Mitch gets, and I'm gonna record it. And
Yeah.
Mitch steps in, gets immediately one shot, and turns to me, and I get a picture of their face. I still have that picture to this day. It is one of my favorite photos, and it's been a running joke in our friend group to the point that when Animal Crossing happened, I uploaded it into the game. And I made it into a shirt. But the funniest thing was, I was like, haha, I'll show everyone, because we all played Animal Crossing together. I was like, haha, I'll show them the shirt, and I invite everyone over, and I misclick, and I make all the walls and all the floors in my house into repeating pictures of Mitch's fucking face. And the fucking sound of a horror from Jesse when he walked in, like, what the fuck is this? But to keep that as a permanent thing, the poster board item in the game, you can actually have a custom sticky note on there, and in mine, it's a photo of Mitch. And I still have the shirt in game because, I mean, gotta represent the boss. I guess I've never explained this. I call Mitch boss. I've called Mitch that since we were like 12, because I read Hitman Reborn and made it a huge part of my personality.
Fair.
I don't even call the person I work for boss. Like, I call Mitch boss and no one else, and I will never call anyone else boss. You said that's another opinion you have an anime.
Yes.
Another anime you have an opinion about?
Yes.
All right.
You've heard my opinion, but I don't know that the internet has.
Go ahead and share.
So, Katekyo Hitman Reborn is too slow a burn in the beginning to be worth the good that everyone says it has. And by everyone, I mean you, because, like, most of the other people that I've known that have watched it didn't really like it, like the way it ended or how the Suna turned out or anything.
I feel like part of the reason I have one, I think it's a neutral one. I'm not like it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I feel part of the reason one I have a more caring opinion of it is, again, I read it before it got cool, you know, like that. But two, and I know Mitch actually has the opinion because they actually hate everything past the slow burn. They like when it was a comedy one, especially as they've grown up. And they explained to me like this, when we were younger, it's like, oh, action is way better. They wanted to get there. But as they're older, they're like, I like the weird, quirky stuff more. So they love the first 9 volumes that are basically just slapstick.
Yeah.
But I also, like I said, I'm of the mind where it's like, it's good. I like it. Like, I like the story they tell. I like what they try to, like, do with it. I do agree that we don't get to straight up see mature Suna, but he is there. Like, we know he exists. He is presented to us as like this is a character that's in this world. They just never straight up give us story beats of, by the way.
And it's more like showing, not telling. Like, they're just telling you.
No, and I agree.
That's a huge problem.
No, yeah, I agree. I think that's one of the biggest issues with it. Because, like, we get the future arc and everyone's talking about how like, oh, here's how Suna actually is. And we do, but okay, some people who say he never changes, that's BS. Because in the future arc, he changes permanently to be a stronger, more driven, more confident character, and that persists for the rest of the series.
The way it was worded to me is that it's not, like, the change isn't satisfying enough by the end of it. Like, there isn't enough. He doesn't change enough given everything that happens, and it's just not satisfying. Where the hell are these children I need to
feel
find?
like
Why didn't I read anything?
people I feel like some people who are like, he didn't change enough, definitely did not compare him fully from beginning to end, because he changes a substantial amount. And also it's the whole thing of, you cannot expect that much change from a teenager. I understand wanting escapism, but without some level of like reality, escapism is not satisfying. Like, part of the reason I think Mare is such a good isekai is because beyond all the like transport to another world, he becomes a cool, good fighter, there is the reality that he's really awkward around the girl he likes. And I'm like, I like that. And I like by the end, yeah, they're kind of a couple, but he's still like a little weird. And I like that.
Anime is ancient.
Yeah, I love Mare.
You just pulled that out of my brain. I forgot that anime exists.
Mare is one of the best isekai. I will fucking die on that hill. I have pins from Mare at my parents' house.
I watched that on TV.
Yeah, same. And then I read it. I reread it every few months.
I feel like I was kind of meh about it.
Well, like I say, some people like Mare.
I was also like 12. I didn't have good anime opinions. I didn't watch enough I thought it was cool, but I also thought it was dumb.
Well, that's
And
most
I think part of that
anime.
is because of like the art and stuff.
Is it because of the puffy pants?
Well, no, more like I'm looking at the images again, and I'm remembering thinking his weapon looks stupid.
His fucking Kodama?
Yeah,
With
it's
a
got a dumb face
mustache?
on it.
Yeah, but there's lore reasons.
That doesn't make it not look dumb.
And also, it doesn't look dumb. You're just jealous of his fucking kick-ass mustache.
He's got a long-ass Pinocchio nose.
Well, that just seems hateful to people with long noses.
Also, holy shit, the art style is rough. Yeah, looking at this, why does everyone's hair look like a sea urchin?
You're just out here
Wow.
fucking insulting an amazing series.
It's very much a product of its time.
You may
in
be
terms of the art
right,
style.
but also, fuck you.
However,
Wow. Why is their hair like that? There's just these two boys, and their hair is bad.
I'm guessing you're talking about the main character in Jack. Sorry, I
The
call
other
him
character's
Jack.
got like
Like,
darker hair.
have you ever watched?
mark?
Have you ever watched Daily Lives of High School Boys?
No, that doesn't sound like something I would watch.
It's a comedy anime just about
Yeah, I don't watch
friends. There we go. There we go. That
those. I
checks
don't
out.
like comedy. I don't really watch comedy.
No, I understand. Some people have joy.
I don't. Listen.
You're pretty hilarious.
No, you're fine.
Thank
you're
you.
Fine.
Listen, you remember when I said I need my anime to be as miserable as I am?
Yeah.
I wasn't just adding the
I meant
opinion
it.
haver. I was adding me too.
Uh,
But I'm not gonna argue against a character point because I want them to be miserable. I just go looking for dark content because I know that's what I like.
Have you watched-
I don't try to find it in things where it doesn't belong.
have you watched Anohana?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Actually, don't watch
Would
Anohana.
you like to feel? Oh. Wait.
Robin?
Yeah. Wait. No.
Yep.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Is that the Flower of Evil or whatever?
No.
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 No. Robin, I think you and I are on the same page as we normally are because, yeah,
No. As I was about to say it, and then I was like, wait a minute.
we're talking to Trey.
talking to Trey.
Yeah, don't watch
Trey.
Anohana.
Trey would probably not benefit from watching
Anohana, yeah.
Why is that?
There's a character death in it, and it's all about this friend of theirs that passed away, and they're all trying to reunite with her.
Oh
But
yeah, no, I probably shouldn't watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably just gonna trigger the fuck out of me.
Yes.
That's why Bob and I
I've-
paused and we had a mind moment where we talked to each other in our minds and we were like, wait a minute, this is a horrible idea. Don't say that. Don't suggest this one.
I think it's funny because it's like, yeah, I only watch dark anime because I need it to be that
Wait,
way.
you
It's
wanna
triggered
watch-
by character death?
You want to watch a dark anime that also has some cool extra content? I recommend watching School Days.
Oh my god, no.
What?
School
Days
Da-
sucks
No,
so
it
bad.
doesn't. It doesn't suck.
It's so bad.
Robin,
Bob.
please just play along for like 2 minutes.
I can't. It's so bad.
Okay, fine.
Looks bad.
Let me word it this way. It was the first anime me and my roommates watched as part of our bad anime club. However, it was some of the most entertaining life moments I've ever had. And also when we
Saying it
finished
would go
it,
podcast.
yes, and when we finished it, my buddy goes, "Oh, did you know there's alternate endings in the visual novel? And did you know, because the artist of the anime had so much fun doing this, they animated every single alternate ending?" So we watched those too. It's fucking, it's if you take it seriously, it's bad. But if you don't, it's funny as shit. And we were drunk most of the time while watching. My favorite is we had a large screen TV, that's where we watched, and my roommate Brad walks up. Oh, I love having a camera because I get to do this. He walks up and goes, "This is art," and like is completely like holding the TV basically, and it's paused on a panty shot.
Oh, that's very funny.
Also, only
Damn.
1 more hour, guys.
Yeah, my stream ends in like 20 minutes.
I've done nothing.
A lot of time you log in, you glamour, and that's really what you do.
I've been trying to find these kids and I don't know where they are.
Oh, hide and seek is
Game
hard.
doesn't just tell me.
Well, yeah. You're supposed to search for them.
Well, at least, like, give me hints, like, this one likes to be over here sometimes. Like, literally, one of them was in this building, and I haven't found any of the rest.
You could look up a guide. You have dual monitors again. You're like, I'm better than that.
That sounds like effort. No, not better than that. Are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. I'm just lazy.
It's not that much effort, dude. We're fine.
Oh.
You're
it
too
is,
lazy to
though.
be lazy. I see.
Yeah. Instead, I've been wandering aimlessly for an hour.
Lazy squared.
Layered.
I can't go in that building. Where are these dumb kids? God, I don't care. I just want to fucking get the thing.
Man.
All right. Do I give some VTuber hot takes during the last 20 minutes of this shit?
Go, 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 go.
You came back for that.
Dun-dun-dun,
You've been
dun-dun,
gone
dun-dun-dun.
all stream. You've been gone all stream, and your first thing is like, "This is the thing." Fucking
Be
A.
spicy. Be spicy.
Look, okay,
Ooh.
no, I do feel like actually during, because I watch Iron Mouse and she had an interview with Joey, and his hot take was people like VTuber fans care more about the character design than the content. And people were like, okay, at first, and I'm like, no. I feel like that's it. Like, you may try, like, stick around for the content, but half the time, I'm like, the VTuber fans will see the design, like the person on Twitter, and then never enter Twitch.
Yeah.
And this is gonna sound way worse.
Uh-huh.
A lot of VTubers, to me, seem like they very much enjoy the part that's the social media aspect, where they get to post and art and like talk to people, and they hate the
Attention.
actual work of doing streams or creating content.
Yeah.
Because they'll often, from what I've seen, like when I got to affiliate, the thing it took time for me to get was viewers. I had 7 days of streaming. I had everything else, like 15 hours, whatever. I didn't have the 3 viewers, right? And then I see a lot of these VTubers who are like, oh, I have the average 3 viewers because their first stream, they had like a whole shit ton. You know, that's how the averages work. But then they're like, oh, now I need to stream 7 days, and they wouldn't get that for months, and by then the 3 viewers wouldn't work, and then they'd be like, oh, affiliate's not happening, and I'm like, maybe if you consistently made content, it would. And again, part of that isn't just them, it's because the people who view VTubers a lot of time don't come back for content, they just were like cool design. And part of that to me is also VTubers' fault in that half the things they post are, hey, look at my character's hips sway, look at the boobs bouncing boobily. Like,
Yes.
look at literally just a PNG of my thighs, and I'm like, this. It's not prudishness. I'm just like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Even as an anime
It's
fan.
the idol culture part of the VTubering.
And
And I hate that part of it. I'm not trying to be an icon or an idol or no, I'm a person, a human being.
like one person, when I made my character design, like minus like a bit, at first I was like, oh yeah, here's my character's backstory as a joke, and then people are like, oh, that's the backstory, and I'm like, no, actually, and I will quote Hamza, it's literally just me with a pompadour.
Yeah.
That is my character design. That is the beginning and end of the character design.
Yeah.
And so like I basically off the bat made a rule like, hey, in stream, like even if you're a VTuber, let's like keep it to just be like yourself here, please. It's half the reason one of the original people I interacted with got kicked out of the server and got kicked out of my stream because they wouldn't do that, and I was like, look, dude, like you're fine, but you're a bit much, and it doesn't jive with the environment I want. It makes other people here uncomfortable, and I'm kind of part of that. I don't think it's as bad. Oh, one thing I definitely hate is them being like, if you're past the age of 20, whatever age they're not, you're old. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, one, that some people, that's just mean, like that's in general, but two, what are you talking about? Like, these are the same people who face to face will be like, life isn't a race, go at your own pace, succeed when you want to succeed. If you're above 26, you're old. You're too old to be a VTuber. It's like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
I'm just streaming for fun with my friends. This is not going to be a short, by the way. This will go really terribly. Because I also don't want people to think, I really don't want people to think like, oh, he was a VTuber, he like got some followers and now he thinks he's better than us and like he's making fun of us. Like, no, I don't think I'm better than anyone, and I don't mean to make fun of them. I just have I'm a very opinionated person, and like, I think there's an unfair mentality about a lot of stuff that happens in the VTuber community. Like, I don't like how pedantic it made me, because like people will be like, oh, I got hate messages. Okay, that sucks. And then for the next 6 days, everyone's getting hate messages, and I just feel like these are fake. Like, these are fake. This is written in such a specific, like, they clearly attacked the one thing that you complain about specifically all the time. Like, I'm like, you have like, and I'm not saying this like I have so many followers. I'm like, I had this many. It's like, you have like 100 followers. Do you really think someone took the time to like learn specifically about you and then specifically make fun of that thing and insult you? And then people will look up and it's like, no, why would someone do this? I'm like, am I the asshole?
You're telling me people lie on the internet for fun?
Like, and I'm like, you are
Especially to get attention.
right. Like, and I'm like, am I the asshole for like? I'm like, this is fake. This has to be fake. This is, and like people who are like comforting them, like, do you believe this, or are you just trying to be like, hey, you have low self-esteem and I want to help?
It's
because it's like if you legitimately are like, I can tell this is fake, but you clearly have some self-esteem issues, I want to help out. Cool. But also, can someone please tell them it's very weird that this is the thing they're bragging / showing off with, and I'm like, why? Like, who? And then these are also, again, the same people, like, I do this for myself, I stream for myself, this is for fun, and I'm like, is it? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Like, I know my Final Fantasy days are slow, And I stream them either way because I like it. I like having a slow day stream every week, and I like it being Final Fantasy because it lets me do my weeklies. It really more is a hangout time, right?
Yeah.
And that's why Final Fantasy Day exists, especially, yeah, it's Wednesday because when there is new content, bam, new content stuff. And obviously when new expansions come out, it'll be not just Final Fantasy Day, and yes, I will just go through story without waiting for stream. But I can legitimately say I do it for me. I do it to hang out with my friends and like getting to do the content, because I also do recognize that if I want this to go anywhere, I need to do the content creation part of it, which isn't a thing a lot of, and I'm not even gonna say just VTubers, a lot of smaller streamers do. Like they'll be like, I did the communication on social media, done. But that's not it. You have to make stuff, and this may shock people. I'm super uncomfortable with social media. I'm super uncomfortable with posting. It is a very hard thing for me to do. My shorts that upload daily, I upload them like 2 weeks in advance. My current short that I uploaded today, the first one goes out on the 16th. Like I could not do that shit. It's hard for me. And I'm like, people need to like find the balance, like find what works for them. And I'm like, you know, do that though. If you have a goal, like follow through and do that. And I feel like like you said, it's all performative, and I think because it's performative, people aren't doing the things they need to do.
Expecting this to fall into their lap too.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason I'm always like annoyed by that is like it reeks of privilege that I've had to see other people have that I could never have in my life, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm jealous. I'm saying, like, what the heck, dude? Like, maybe put in the work, put in even like us. Like, I respect the shit out of you, Silas. Like, with your health stuff, you stream without fail once a week. I respect that so fucking much. Like, you do not know. Like, I will brag to other friends about it that are not in the streaming community. Like, same with like Hamza. Like, Hamza like has stuff, you know, stops sometimes. But when he's ready, fucking goes back at it. Same with Cherry, always ready to go back at. I respect that. Oh. Right? And like, but then people are like, oh, I haven't done it. And then they'll post every fucking hour that I suck because I didn't do this. And I'm like, okay, fine, you made a post. Honestly, fine. No, won't even judge you. If that's what makes you comfortable, fine. What are you doing to put effort towards doing that thing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that's like, I fucking hate that I sound like one of those people who's like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I don't mean it that way. I just feel like people, to me, often want an easy way out to feel positive about themselves, feel like they've accomplished something. And I come from a place where that is not something that came easily to me, whether it be my upbringing or my own. Like, it may shock people. I also have depression. I'm just like, you know, I do my own thing with it.
Yeah.
And like, I've always been of the mindset, like, you can only be helped if you help yourself. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I didn't think I felt bad reaching out to Mitchell to do things with Final Fantasy until I knew I was putting in the effort as well to do things in streaming. Because, like, Mitchell's huge compared to us.
Yes.
But, like, now I'm in a mental state where I'm like, you know, I want to stream with my friend sometimes, and I'll reach out to him. Like...
Yeah.
And then, okay, this is gonna sound really petty. I think my biggest fucking complaint about the VTuber community specifically, the whole discourse about female models do better and male models do worse and females have it easier, that is 100% true. And people who are like, no, you should put in the work, is bullshit. It is absolute bullshit, because they will put in the same amount of work. One will always do better. That is why, and I will fucking put in the work and measure. Every new female VTuber has bigger boobs and less clothes. Or different ways to reveal the skin of their avatar.
Well, it is the basic understanding of sex sells.
And that's fine. I'm like, I always talk to some people like, oh, you must be a prude. No, dude, all good. Horny all day. But like, own it. You know?
like so like take the sexiest girl model and the sexiest guy model. The girl model will always do better.
Always.
And like that is coming someone who is, you know, like female bodied. Like this isn't coming from like a cis man perspective. Like no, it's sex sells, and like that is just it. That's
Well,
just a thing.
Wait,
It is unfortunate, but that's how it is.
I just unlocked a silly little mount. He's so cute.
What the hell? That's just a
Aw.
pile of leaves with a face.
Yeah, it's from the newest custom deliveries. I didn't know you get a mount out of it. You also get this as a helmet. I have it as a head glamour now.
That is hilarious.
This is adorable.
I can't wait to get it myself.
Looks like a brain slug from Futurama.
It does. It really
But
does.
it's made of leaves.
Oh.
But it does,
Look,
yes.
I'd rather. I'm gonna end on a positive note. Look, I think VTubing. There's a lot of positives. I think it's a great thing for people who want their privacy, don't feel comfortable showing their faces. Like it was a great place for me to start. I wanted privacy. The reason this is nice for me, I like showing my face. I wanted an angle because my old computer angle would literally show our fucking window. Robin couldn't even walk behind me. I didn't want that. Now they have the option. If they want to be on camera, they have to like come around and I give them a heads up. They know because I have a ring light on right here. Credit to Hamza for linking me that.
Hey.
But like all this adds to my privacy. All you know about me is I'm a weeb. That's that's part of the content.
Definitely
Is the
are.
weebiness. If I up my map, by the
I
way,
thought I was a weeb.
there's a map of
Goddamn.
Eorzea right there. If I could up it more, there's Kamen Riders and Power Rangers. If I can do it on the side, there's more Kamen Riders and just toys. I will eventually do like a maybe
You're
on
giving
camera
the
tour.
energy of like, you think a weeb would have this?
No, I'm saying a weeb would have this. That's my point. Like
Oh yeah.
my biggest thing is like there is like some great parts of the YouTube community. I think the privacy is great. I think they are very welcoming, but they're what I've always called like extra soft touch, which is a problem. Like they are the definition of toxic positivity. And like
Yeah.
I
hate that shit.
and like I'm all for charity, I'm all for helping people, but I also feel weird when people like never stream, never done anything, they have a bunch of followers and then they go, hey, I'm having trouble, GoFundMe. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm sorry for everything happening for you, but I also, why would I do this? What is our connection other than me seeing your posts daily? Even like people who've streamed a handful of times, I know they're putting in the effort, they're doing something. It's not just that. And if you don't have the time to stream, you don't have the time to do this thing, don't, hear me out, and this is gonna sound really mean, don't call yourself a VTuber, just have a Twitter account. Just communicate with people on the internet through an avatar. People have been doing that since Gaia Online.
Oh my god.
Man, Gaia. Ugh.
Like,
War
and none of this is me trying to be I'm not trying to be negative. I know it comes off that way. That's how I speak and whatever. And I don't know who else is watching this that's not a friend, which is fine. I'm not going to make this into a short if I don't have to, because that would be a problem. I just feel like I think there's a lot of creativity and good positive energy in the VTuber space. And if they, one, picked up their shit with the shitty people in there and actually kicked them out and didn't try to defend people for being shitty and actually put in some of that creative energy into fucking literally OBS, Streamlabs, start up a game, stream it for an hour, I would have more respect than any of the people who've just been posting.
Yeah.
Right.
Another thing I would like to add that is like a positive thing as being a VTuber that I especially am using it for is trans people.
Yeah.
Is like there's a lot of people who use VTubing as a way to pass in however they feel like they want to be and look that they don't currently. And so like I really think that that's a great way for VTubing to be used too. That I personally use it for because I am not a cute femboy cat boy. Like that's not what I look like at all.
Yeah,
I'm an idiot.
I don't have a pompadour the size of my fucking forearm. I don't
Maybe
have
someday I'll get
Kamina
confident enough
glasses.
to show myself, but for right now, I like being cute.
Yeah, and I agree. That was one I also noticed. Like people can, I think it's very good that people can present however they want.
Yeah.
Whether that be due to non-binary reasons, or just, again, they don't like how they look and they want to present a different way.
Yeah.
Regardless of if that's related to gender or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positivity in what that kind of stuff can provide. There's a lot of weird, fakey drama bullshit, and I hate it.
That's fair. Can I also chime in for a second here,
Of
too?
course.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to ask.
So
You can interrupt me all the time.
I just want to kill a flow, you know, because there's always a flow to the conversation. No, but like, some of the points you mentioned, I know you started out by saying like, hey, you know, this is not a personal dig at VTubers in general. This is just what I've experienced myself. So being that I've never really been in that space before, unlike you and Trey, my thing is that I've noticed like the whole thing with people talking about like, okay, oh, there's a person that will post on Instagram all day and Twitter all day, and it'll be like them just like posting shit posts or selfies, and then they're asking guys like, hey, you know, I want to get this set up because I really need this nice, amazing $3,000 PC and this webcam and this fucking everything just to start streaming their first ever Twitch stream.
Yeah.
And those same people will be like, oh man, it's just so hard. I can't get it done, guys. I'll push off to next month. I'm like, you don't have a channel yet. You just have an online alias. You're not really a creator. You're just planning on being one. And that's common like outside of VTubing too. And I feel like a lot of things that I will say overall, the VTuber community, it piggybacks on a lot of the already present problems that plague
streamer community. Yeah.
Streamer community in general, but then it adds like its own drama, its cliques. That is like the unique angle, I guess, that it brings. Like it's more of like that high school kind of drama going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, I think one thing you said about the whole like, and this is more of a tip to everyone. I know I consistently started streaming last July, but I've actually been streaming since June 2021. Literally my birthday. My brother got me an Elgato, and I was like, I'm gonna start streaming. And yes, I admit that's privilege to even just get an Elgato for your birthday. And it's why I count this year as my first streamiversary, because like with all the stuff, with pauses, with breaks, I'm saying it adds up, you know? Fresh 1 year anniversary, right? But beyond that, I didn't have anything else. I had my old PC, I had games I could run, I learned everything on my own. I taught myself how to like handle audio stuff, OBS, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, all the research. I don't know this stuff. Even though I went to college for IT, like this is not what we learned. I think though, getting even just the basic amount of Streamlabs set up is very simple, but that does still take research.
yeah.
And that's work, and people in general, regardless of streaming, in real life, people want a reward without putting in work. And I admit I had this too. I thought content creation was easy. I thought it was like I turn on my game and I'm done. And I was like, all the YouTubers, all the streamers who say it's more than that, are like, they're wrong. They are not wrong. I plan out my stream. Every single stream I do is planned. Even this one where I basically relax, it is planned. Like,
Yeah.
it is so much work. And I think the moment someone streams once, they realize how much work it is, and that's daunting. And rather than just say, hey, this is too much, they'd rather give like a dramatic, I'm done doing this. And that's when I can't take it seriously.
Like, I know I have a lot of extra things that I put into my stream, which is a shit ton of extra work, but that's a different part of the conversation, I think, is to making your streams unique, because this is an oversaturated environment. But just setting up OBS, the camera, the model, my game is so much work, and so many things can go wrong, especially when OBS updates. This isn't easy. You don't just turn on a game and go.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much stress and shit, and that's why it is a miracle that I even do stream once a week. With my mental health issues, with my physical health issues, I am surprised. Like you said, that I get once a week, every week, consistently. And honestly, the only times I really don't are when I'm really sick.
Wait a minute. Oh my god.
What?
There's a gunblade that looks like what I want Anand's sword to look like.
Oh?
No, like I'm legitimately stunned. Holy shit. I didn't think this existed. I hadn't even seen this weapon.
The Lunar Envoy?
The Lunar Envoy gunblade, yeah.
Causality.
It's better than the Manterville weapon? Holy shit.
I don't remember what I was saying. That's okay.
No, you're
Oh, I know, you were talking about like how it's not as easy as it seems, and the only reason that you don't like whenever you're not streaming is because you get sick sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So it's really just my health issues that keep me from things. So it's either I'm sick or it's my wrists. And my wrists, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will sit here and be able to do it mentally and not be able to do it physically, and that fucking breaks me. Because, like, nothing I can do about that. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and then you still push through. And if I may piggyback off that, even me, like, there are days when I cancel because of my health, but if I'm like, I can push through whatever health issue I'm having, I will stream. And I feel like, I'm not trying to be like some fucking motivational speaker, but I feel like if I can do that, people who are in good health, in a good situation, and have the opportunity and the time, they should also be able to do that if they're going to present themselves as a streamer or a VTuber or a content creator or any of that, is put in the effort to do the thing if you want to see results from it. We all start at zero.
Yeah.
That's what's been my philosophy for a long time. We all also fall. And the mentality I've had for a long time, and I talked about it before, if Boji can get up, we can get up. I'm gonna end stream there, because otherwise I will rant about this for a long ass time, and I think that was a much better note to end on.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow with more Wonderful 101. Nothing this weekend. I have Valentine's Day and event stuff with Robin, and we'll be back next week. I will officially be making a post about the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance stream, which will be the 18th. And that's the whole game, because that's short enough. We are going to start, I think, like at 10 a.m. and just go until it's done. And if that means staying up a little late on that Saturday, we're fucking doing it. It's not a long game. If I'm still up, that's me. That's me being weak. But for now, I will see you all tomorrow for a wonderful 101 stream. Have a good night. Bye.